Hey, welcome everybody to another live collected edition show. I'm Omnidog here with Dom of X and Webhead. Dom, what up? How are you doing? Who are you just holding up?
This is Cyndaquil, the Christmas present that I got from a friend last year. So
Right, nice, very nice. Webhead, how are you doing? It's been 24 hours since I talked to you last.
It's been just under a day.
Yeah,
I'm doing great.
that's good. That's good. So we're here at Live Collected Editions, and we have people here. At last, we meet for the first time for the last time. That sounds foreboding. Is that what's up, Jake? Good, Jake 13. Thank you for being here. Pity Ma, yay. David Sexton, welcome. Doc Elevator, happy Groundhog Day. Doc was in the Discord talking about the trade, and I was like, what trade? And I'll explain to you in a second. Kane is here. Kane, when are you a mod in my I need to make you a mod. I'll make you a mod in just a sec. James is here, and not my nephew, but has the same name, Ryan Bragg. Nice. Marcelo's here, and Brian. And okay, there's my Discord. Thank you, James. Oh, Spaceballs the movie. I wondered. Sazmerv, hello. Remy, hello. How are you, handsome? Remy, going strong with the flattery. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you being here. Teletran, hello all. Hope everyone is having a wonderful evening. Making a pizza as I listen. Have a great show. Nice.
What type of pizza, Teletran?
Yeah, Teletran. What kind? Are you making it from scratch? Are you listening to the show, or did you just come in to say hi, bye? I'm making a pizza. You throwing the dough, putting the tomato sauce on. What are the toppings? I mean, we're pretending to talk about comics, but it's really about food and stuff like that. So we're interested. Okay, the Luca Lakers. Yes, we're gonna get to that in a sec. Rami's here. Welcome.
Hey,
Kane's happy. Dom is on. Happy birthday, Dom. That's right. It's your birthday
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
But I'll take it. I got a random surprise from a couple of people when I saw a birthday cake. They're like, "Hey, it's Dom's birthday," and I'm like, "It's tomorrow," but I'm not.
But I'll take.
I don't eat cake, but hey, if people want to eat
cake,
I actually don't. No, I like ice cream.
Yeah, he's strictly donuts and
donuts and ice cream.
Right.
Donuts and ice cream only.
What will your dad make for your birthday tomorrow? Just like, what's dessert? What would he make?
I think we're probably gonna go out somewhere tomorrow. Usually the deal with birthdays for me is that I just tell family, "Hey, I want to go eat at this place," and I get whatever I want, and that's the end of the day.
So you're going to In-N-Out.
Oh man, I think so. It's crazy because I think I might have told you last time, but I got a late Christmas present, right, with these In-N-Out gift cards.
Oh yeah, that's
somebody.
right.
Yeah, and I feel like, man, I eat at that spot a little bit too much because it's close. So I probably will go to a sit-down restaurant. I don't know which one tomorrow, but man, I'm getting hungry.
He's going to a Five Guys.
Those words are weird to me. I eat it In-N-Out too much. What? Can you eat it In-N-Out too much?
No, there is no such thing.
Okay,
you don't have them there, so you don't really understand.
I know.
You just have free access to it. It's like, because you know what it is? It's good, but I go there, I see the line, and I'm like, I don't need it that bad.
It's apparently like illegal in the shopping center that the In-N-Out is like in, but they have like a dedicated drive-through line where they have like I think half of the parking lot sectioned off specifically for In-N-Out customers, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to be here. Like, I'll go inside and I'll wait longer sometimes than the drive-through, and it's excruciating pain waiting. So.
Ours has 2 lines, and then you merge in to try to keep people off the street.
Well, I am the guy that flew cross country, ate it In-N-Out twice, and then flew right back. So,
well, it's only twice ever. So,
I mean, I've eaten there before, but yeah, that was
Time to eat there again.
yeah, right.
New decade.
Needing an escape from the real world more than ever. Glad to share it with you all. Well, we're glad you're here. Foxhound's at the bar drinking beer, stopping by to say hi. Right on, Foxhound.
Get a burger.
Have a burger. Jake 13 weighing in. I think that's a dumb trade. Okay, just sec. Happy early birthday, Dom. The worst trade of all time. Booster Green is in Deep Sports Morning. I saw that, but isn't he? Okay, we'll get to that.
We'll get to it in a bit.
Yeah. Okay. Lakers Nation. Okay. Teletran making this sucker from scratch. I couldn't decide between pepperoni and cheese, so we're doing half and half.
There's nothing bad with the classics. That's valid.
Yeah, everybody's happy with that. Happy early birthday.
Thank you,
Mr. Tex. Happy birthday, Elon. Just tomorrow here, Dom. So happy birthday.
That's right. It is tomorrow for you folks. You know, I started getting like messages from family who I'm friends with on Facebook in the Philippines, like literally like all this afternoon. And I'm like, it's not the 3rd. And I realized, wait, it's the 3rd for them. And I got like 2 or 3 phone calls. And I usually don't, I'm probably really bad at this, but I usually don't like answer like family phone calls because often those conversations will eat up like an hour of your time. And I'm like, I appreciate catching up, but I'm busy. But nonetheless, I appreciated Elon and everybody else who said it. So thank you.
There's room for cake if you like donuts. He doesn't like donuts, but he does like. Okay.
No,
James,
I love donuts,
like
but I do not like.
Doesn't like cake.
Right? Yeah.
I'm not big on cake myself. I'd much rather have a fruit pie.
I agree. Cake is often disappointing.
Mm-hmm. Never such thing as Jewish In-N-Out, and the wait is always worth it. Always. Fat Burger over In-N-Out. I haven't eaten Fat Burger.
I don't know.
Well, we don't have it here on the West Coast, so that's probably why.
Where is Fat Burger then?
It's a good question. I have no idea.
I wonder if there's a Fat Burger near me.
Wait, it was founded in LA. How could they not have that on the?
I'm talking about Bay Area. We don't have that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
have no idea. I don't think.
William Lee. Drinking orange juice. Good for you, Rami. I'm having my usual cranberry juice in a Rams glass. Cranberry juice and soda, club soda. I hate Nico Harrison. I don't even know who that is. Who?
I talked to you about him earlier, Jess.
Is that? Oh, that was part of the trade.
That was part of We'll get to it in a minute.
Wow! Happy early birthday!
Thank you,
Jess. Well, I don't know that I said anything. Did I? I just am talking about. Went to Vegas last year. Had Fat Burger, In-N-Out, Twisted Kister,
Whataburger.
Fat Burger, In-N-Out, Whataburger, Shake Shack, and Raising Cane's.
Oh man, I love Raising Cane's.
North Carolina, where I live.
I think every single time I go to Vegas, I at least go to 3 of those 5 when I'm in town. So completely valid on the restaurant choices there.
Don't you have most of those in Cali?
Do you have
the nearest Raising Cane's to me is like an hour away of a drive. Ooh, yeah, we don't have it. We don't have that here locally.
I think Raising Cane's is coming here, and it's just chicken tenders, right? That's like all they.
It's a mainly chicken.
No, it is specifically chicken tenders. They make one thing, and crinkle cut fries and Texas toast
and coleslaw.
Yeah, you usually sub out the coleslaw for something else.
Coleslaw.
Yeah. Some people are into that, not me. But that sauce, though, that's what makes pretty good chicken fantastic chicken.
Oh, so is Raising Cane's worth going to? I have one near me and never tried it. Depends.
If you like chicken.
You gotta put the sauce on it, though, right?
And I honestly, I've anyone I've ever met that says they don't really like Cane's, it's because they don't like the sauce. So it's kind of a package deal.
Peloton, maybe you haven't had the sauce on it. Raising Cane's is just okay. Nothing to write home about. Mr. Kister, happy with all of those. I bet you were. They all sound good. We have neither of them here, so I don't know which would be better. Depends on the cake. Now, cheesecake, I don't think counts.
I don't really count that as a cake.
Yeah, cheesecake, I will eat any kind of cheesecake all day and night. Chocolate cake and tiramisu, I can't eat because it's too rummy tasting. If it's like the real thing, yeah, I can't have it.
Yeah, I don't really care for either of those.
But I'm with you on cheesecake.
Yes. Cheesecake is fantastic.
Desserts are always better when they are warm for me. Does that include ice cream? Not a fan
nice
of
warm bowl ice cream.
I love Popeye's chicken tenders. I haven't been to Popeye's. I know that I want to go. We have one like within 2 minutes of us. I need to I still haven't tried their spicy chicken sandwich that somebody got shot over like when it first came out 4 years ago.
The sandwich is good. Those chicken tenders they're fine. You don't really go there for the chicken tenders. You go there for the chicken.
I love their fried chicken and I love their chicken sandwiches.
Those chicken sandwiches
they're pretty good.
Very good.
Okay.
Hey, since we're talking food, you know what I had yesterday? They launched that orange cream Coke. It's really good.
Orange cream Coke?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know about that.
You're like, what?
Was it like 7-Eleven or where do they have it?
My grocery store actually had the 20-ounce ones. I think they might even have cans.
Huh.
It's super good. It's like a dreamsicle mixed with Coke.
Oh, I had the Oreo flavored Coke with Coke flavored Oreos. And we mixed them into ice cream and had a float with a Coke.
The Oreo Coke was better than I thought it was going to be. The Oreo cookies that taste like Coke, not great.
It all tasted good to us.
They were fine. I was not excited. I bought one package and I was like, I'm good.
A lot of hot takes in here. People have opinions.
Well, it's food, so everybody's going to have subjectively completely different tastes from everybody.
The chicken has to stand alone on its own legs, so to speak. If you have to drown the chicken in the sauce, then what's the point? That being said, Cane's sauce is fantastic. Fried ice cream is really good.
No, I'm going to push back on that because sauces are what makes some of the best food. There is something to be said for if you have food. Chicken is chicken. Their fried chicken there, it's fine. You can only expect so much out of a chicken tender. But many types of food, the type of sauce you put on it makes a huge difference. Especially, think of like all your favorite pastas. There ain't that much to the pasta. It's the sauce that you're eating, right? You don't care what the Alfredo's on.
Strong argument for sauce there. They changed their spicy chicken. Not quite as good anymore. Anyone here try that Don Julio Popeyes collab? I don't know what that is. What is it?
My brother did. I don't remember what he said about it though.
Oh, Omnidog from Aussieverse. How is the Royal Rumble? I missed it. I was with upper management and I forget what we did. I think we watched television. Oh yeah, we did. We watched TV. I have to turn off my dehumidifier. Sorry.
I've also never drank Coke.
Yeah, you don't drink soda, do you?
I don't drink soda at all. I'm sorry.
I actually I like mixing orange soda into my Coke and Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
so this was like my dream come true.
It's your dream come true.
And you know what sucks? You go to the Coke mix-up machines. Orange isn't one of the options. They have all these options except orange.
Soda in there?
Or maybe they do on Coke and not Dr. Pepper. I think that's what it was.
Popeyes used to serve deep fried crawdads. Bring them back. That must have been a long time ago. Crawdads.
How do you deep fry it?
Well, they're little mud bugs. They
I know. But you're supposed to get the meat out. You don't just eat the shell. Maybe. Huh. I didn't know they did that.
Captain Underpants likes Dave's hot chicken. I get tiramisu without rum because I don't like the taste of it. Oh, I have never had that option. I just always say no. Just what movie or TV series did you watch last night? I can tell you Omnibo and Batmantha review on Royal Rumble was missing you. I know I meant to watch it and be on Omnibo Aussieverse and talk to them. It's kind of okay. I'll try and explain it in a short fashion. Dartmouth College, Hanover, New Hampshire. That's where upper management grew up. So she has a huge part of her is connected to Dartmouth College, and I've even, been up there a huge number of times. And there was a football coach there named Buddy Tevens, and he was a real innovator in all kinds of things. And he was a beloved football coach. And last year, he was killed he was riding his bike and he was killed accidentally in an accident. And it was called the Buddy Stevens Way, or the Buddy Way. It was on ESPN. And that's what we watched. And it featured, what his coaching and his thought process and everything. He was the first one to introduce contactless practices because his players would be getting injured too much in practice, and it was to reduce concussions. So he had an idea that he took to the Dartmouth engineering department, and I can't remember the name. It has a patented name, but it is it's shaped like this, and it's on wheels. And it's a moving tackling dummy. And he taught his players how to tackle using this moving tackling dummy that he and the engineering department came up with. And it reduced concussions and injuries on his team by like 50% throughout the season. And so now a lot of teams are actually, college and pro, are using this thing to help reduce injuries. And he was always an innovator on a number of other things. So it was a pretty cool story. We met his wife at one point, and his wife and kids were interviewed for it. And it was very moving. He was a very well-respected, well-loved guy. So it was, it was an important thing for my wife to see. So
it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Hey, Javi, welcome. Oh, I have a hot food take. I think pies are generally better than cakes.
I agree with that food take.
It's not a hot cake take. We already said that.
Yeah, we agree with you.
I completely agree with your take.
Yeah, I'll take a fruit pie any day. Oi, 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 Omnibo. Chicken is chicken is the dumbest take I've heard in a while. No offense. Who said that?
I think that was Webby.
Chicken tenders do not vary all that much, as long as they're not crap.
It's the breading for me with fried chicken. I didn't want to between management. I do that enough here. Yeah, thank you. Here's a link for it. Review featuring Batmantha. I watched their predictions video, and wow, do Omnibo and Batmantha know a lot about wrestling. Their knowledge is crazy. Here's another guy who has a lot of knowledge on wrestling. Is Dom still riding high from his Lakers literal?
I don't know what crime we committed. The last time that I checked, the Mavericks general manager called Rob Pelinka and said, "Hey, do you want Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis?" And of course, like any sane person would, you would say yes out of yes, or 10 out of 10 times yes to that situation. So I'm sorry. I didn't commit any crimes. The Lakers haven't. I am just happy because we are now back in position to compete for the next 10 to 15 years, depending on what the team structure looks like. So I'm happy.
I went into
It really was.
I went into my Discord today, and I saw it was in the channel I was in was already Sports Football Madness or whatever it's called. And I saw Doc Elevator in there and Booster Green, and they were saying it was the worst trade in sports history. And
I would agree with that.
I was like, wait, what trade? It involved the Lakers? Because I grew up a Lakers fan. I haven't been watching much basketball. I've been concentrating on football and baseball, but I was like, what are we talking about? So I texted Dom because I said to my daughter said, sports Twitter is going crazy over this. Who is Luka Doncic or whatever, and how is this a big deal? I said, I know who to call. So I texted Dom and I said, what's the deal with this Lakers trade? What's happening here? Boom. He immediately called and explained the whole thing to us and made analogies that made sense. We understood what he was saying. It was very educational. I knew exactly who to go to.
There was a lot of screaming. We were in VC.
You were what?
When he heard the news, we were in VC, and there was a lot of screaming. He was very happy. He was screaming a lot.
He's screaming, yeah. Okay, well,
and then he's like, "I gotta go," and then he quit VC for like an hour.
And that's when I literally called to 10 people last night. Yeah, hi Arya. I'm glad you weren't in VC last night.
I'm naming my newborn son Nico Harrison.
Same.
No, he just doesn't drink soda. Neither does Gio. Yeah,
That's
Dom's teeth must be
terrible for you.
I've never had braces, so I think I must be doing some.
Have you ever had a cavity?
Yeah, nothing like that. No gum cavity, no tooth. Like, it's all good.
No toothal cavities? Wow.
My dentist loves me, and I love my dentist. So,
well, your dentist pretends to love you because
he's like,
give him any extra business.
Well, my family's insurance gives him extra business, Jess.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair.
Every time I go in, they're like, "Hey, you're covered. You're good." Even like stuff where I had to like get screens or whatever for
X-rays,
like mouth guards and whatnot. He gives them to me for free. Like, he gave me 3 different mouth guards for free. Like, just say, "Hey, whatever you need, let me know."
Wow, I have to pay for my mouth guards.
Wow,
a rip. Bunkers Go Big Green. That's Dartmouth. The Big Green. I have more fillings than fingers. That's how I grew up. I grew up with a mouthful of cavities.
Now they can put clear stuff on them.
Basically tastes like chicken. When I agree with Dom, why would you need soda when juice and water exist?
Speaking my language, Jean Remy.
Look, let's be honest though. Juice is exactly the same as soda as far as how healthy it is, unless you're getting like really fancy juice
with the sugar removed,
or stuff with like no added sugar, or like 100% juice. The juice I see most people buy. Oh boy.
It's funny you mentioned that, because my 6th grade teacher, a homeroom teacher, bullied me into getting V8 juice because he challenged, "Hey, you're drinking fake juice. You should drink real juice." So that's pretty much a lot of what I've been drinking for like the last 15 years or so. So
V8 juice. I used to go to Dartmouth's basketball camp every summer. Nice. Hey now, Harvey.
Is V8 real? I don't trust it because they're owned by Campbell's.
I tried, I was in 6th grade and I didn't understand a lot, so I just assumed I'll go along with it if my teacher is teaching me this. I assume he has good intentions, or rightful intentions.
I definitely believe he has good intentions. There's so many kinds. You eat like the OG. You have the OG stuff, like the tomato and. Ooh, yeah, that seems healthy. I don't want it. Good on you.
Hammer. Oh, key lime pie. Yeah. I love key lime pie. No bad practices are safe. It's well, you need to watch the show before you say no bad practices are safe. The whole thing's about tackling and concussions and injuries. So there you go. Nico Harrison needs to be investigated. Here's my
what did he do wrong? He asked the Lakers for a trade and they said yes. The last time I checked, that's how trades worked. It's how they've worked since I've been 5 when I got into sports. So
wow, this is a very sporty chat right now. Usually it's wrestling that gets the most chat from the chatters. What up, Richard? Good to have you here. We'll be getting to the topic in 3 hours. Just a sec.
Yeah, what are we here for?
Yeah, we are going to be talking about
We're here
comics.
for pie and basketball.
yeah, if he was, go ahead.
Mom
Sorry.
said that to me.
Yeah, I also remember a quote that he said back in 2021, which was somebody asked him in an interview if you would rather be divorced or keep Luka Doncic for the rest of your life. And he said, I'm filing the divorce papers if I have to choose between my wife and Luka Doncic. So
now I heard about this. Definitely
Yeah.
excited for the recent announcement of Dawn of X Omni
a
Volume
lot
1.
of people are. I'm really happy that Marvel's putting it out, and I will need to figure out what I'm going to be doing with my single OHCs for the Purple line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big deal, and it's in the proper mapping. I saw Peter M in the comment section. They were chatting about it, and they're also reprinting House of X Powers of 10. So that
They
is
are.
a book.
A separate.
I
And
was
that
saying I watched that first one get announced. I'm like, they're gonna do Omnis, and I was like, oh my god, they really are.
Yeah.
That OHC though should be it's not, but it should be evergreen from Marvel. Keep that in print every single day. If people want to get into the era,
you
as a
can't get
standalone
into
story
without it. Really,
exactly.
It's kind of odd that they didn't just slip that into the Omni.
Well, imagine if
at least they're reprinting it.
You have, say, you're in the middle of the line, and then you're like, oh, we have a couple more issues to print over, and because of low print sales, we can't print this out. They only have 12 issues left, and those 12 issues were taken up by House of X. I assume that they are making it separate, so people who are just interested, in House of X are just like, oh, you can have this. But I think it's even better to see Marvel sort of retract their no OHC prints outs and actually do something about that. They have some faith in it again, even if it is very little. So to see that is pretty awesome.
I think to your point, as long as they keep that thing around, it doesn't matter if it's part of the Omni or not, as long as you can actually get the OHC.
Exactly.
So hopefully it doesn't just disappear again, because it went quick.
Yeah, that was sold out.
The thing was gone fast. It did not come back.
The House of X oversized hardcover.
Oh.
I remember when I went to my shop, we had 10 copies of it on the shelf. I went 2 days later because I forgot to pick up a comic, and there were none left. Everyone bought theirs, and I was like, man, people want this. So
yeah, it's essential, and I love that book. Well, no, that's not true. He has carbs every time he goes in and out in the form of the bun, unless he's eating.
I eat rice every day, so I have carbs every day.
Eat rice every day. Yeah, it's soda that he doesn't like. Also a Lakers fan, but I feel terrible for the Mavs fans.
I feel for them too. I told Jess this earlier. I said, I don't know why they would do this. There is, even if you try to pick up the rationale of everything that you can try to justify with bringing or trading away at minimum a top 3 player in basketball, it makes absolutely no sense to why they would do it. No sense. Zero. So I feel for them. I feel for Boosty. I feel for my family in Dallas who are big Mavs, Rangers, and whatever fans. I feel for them because it sucks. You never want to see somebody that, hey, this might be the most talented player in history of your franchise, and all of a sudden they're gone in the snap of a finger. So I get it.
Yeah. I run on tea. I'm convinced it's what's in my veins. Speaking of tea, we did buy an electric kettle, and I started using it yesterday, and I've had 20 cups of coffee.
You've never had one of those before? Oh, those are awesome.
My mom has one. They're super cool.
Yeah.
They're so convenient.
Well, we've been drinking Keurig pod coffee forever, and we thought it's too expensive, it's wasteful, adding to the waste stream. So I'm doing pour overs with my coffee now with the electric kettle, and my wife will have a cup of tea with it at night. And so, yeah, electric kettle.
Nice.
Yeah. Lucky for me, I live next to a shop. That is lucky for you.
That's nice.
V8. What's wrong with V8? Man, the chat's full of hot takes. V8's fine. I used to drink it. I love it. I actually like the taste. Oh, Warren's here. What? Warren, welcome. Yeah.
Hey,
button.
I want to say real quick to Warren, I was in the Discord for the Reddit for the Raptors, or like the Discord server for Toronto Raptors subreddit, and I left the moment that they won the championship because I've never seen a Discord server more jubilant and happy in the moment that they won the championship. And I was happy for them. And I was like, man, I'm going to lose all these cool emotes. But it was nice to see that people are happy online, like collectively anyways. So
I'm glad that you could feel their happiness and share in it with them. I don't have anything against
Warren. Yeah, they called me the weirdo that was the Lakers fan in the Discord. So
that's right. Please hit the like button for good old Omnidog.
And subscribe if you're brand new and watching.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thumbs up bubble.
But by the way, these guys are both from comicreleases.com, where we got this fabulous information that we're going to be showing you. Comicreleases.com is in the description, and their Patreon and their Discord. I made links for all that stuff. So comicreleases.com is where you want to go for any information you want on upcoming collected editions. And you can even filter it to a publisher, which I found out this week by asking Chris, hey, how do I can't find Titan books. And he goes, oh, it's right here. And I said, oh, it's that easy. Okay. Thank you.
We also added more filters.
Chris. Yeah. I added some, I call them, what was I calling them? Quick selects. There are little links above the filters part of the table. So I had some for like dates. So you could do like this month, next month, this week, next week.
I'll share the, let me share the site. I can do that. Let me unclick the Titan one because I was looking at that. Okay. Collected editions.
And we can answer someone's question at the same time by showing them the website.
Whoops, I just lost. Here we go.
Okay,
we'll share.
I saw someone, Brown Mist 44, asked about Ultimate Fantastic Four on these, so we can show him that.
Okay, here we are. All upcoming collected editions, and you go down.
Okay. Refresh.
Me refresh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm refreshing.
I added stuff today.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. See where it says dates and formats?
Format.
Release. Now see the little links? See the little links that says oversized hardcover above where you are.
Right here. Format. Oh, here.
Yeah.
On the row, yeah.
I see right here. Okay. Yeah. Wow.
So now there's just like little nice quick selects where I pre-select a bunch of the different formats into like oversize, just hardcovers, trade paperbacks, thick trade paperbacks, stuff like that. So like if you were wondering, you don't want to see the stuff you don't care about and you don't want to have to check each thing individually, you can just use these. So like if you click the oversized hardcovers one.
Oh, yeah.
And then you scroll down, you'll see that it's selected, on these OHCs. It just filters it down.
Fancy.
And then if you scroll a little, actually we'll show the search. You go back up to the top, there's a little search on the right side.
Search here.
Type Ultimate. Yep. So So our guy here is asking about Ultimate Fantastic Four.
You want me to just type Ultimate?
Ultimate should be good enough.
Okay.
And then scroll back over. Ta-da!
Oh, wow.
You didn't see it because it doesn't come out next month. This month. It comes out next month.
Ultimate Fantastic Four. I did. Wow, that happened fast. I was like, well, I'm waiting for it to show me. Well, it already showed me. I mean, I just did search and I thought, wow.
Yeah, it does it like while you're typing. It's really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I added those little quick selects today. I just pushed them.
Fancy. So yeah, this is where you guys want to go. Don't come to me for help on it though. I don't know. I'm terrible at searching.
Yeah, I was going to talk to Dom about making a little how-to video, maybe an expanded one.
Yeah, you can. I can be the guy that you're explaining it to.
Yeah, you'll be like, you don't have to play. You really won't know.
I won't know. And Dom will
It'll
just
be like
to me, and I'll
an
go,
infomercial, except you're not pretending.
I'm not an actor. I'm truly mystified. Yeah. So there we go.
So that answers your question, person that was asking about Ultimate Fantastic Four.
Nice. So there's comicreleases.com, which is amazing. And Rami is, of course, correct. I have a hard time arguing against a warm brownie with vanilla ice cream. Yeah.
They have places now, you know, that do the little like cookies in like a tin, kind of like they're soft. They're almost like brownie-like. Those are really good too, with ice cream on top.
Ooh. Key lime with extra coconut.
Key lime, not the coconut though.
In rugby, we play a tag version in training to prevent concussions. Alon, you're a rugby player. Wow. Yes, we can always talk about ice cream. Every day should be ice cream day. I should have a stream every day about ice cream.
And one of those days you eat ube ice cream. It's a win-win for all of us.
There's the Filipino ice cream store that's like a half an hour from me, and it's got ube ice cream. There's really no reason I shouldn't go. I mean, except for the fact that I'm not supposed to be eating sugar.
Get the ube, get the mango, get all of it.
Yeah.
It's got magnolia on it, you get it.
Yeah. Here's this is funny. So I found my favorite ice cream, which is never in stock. I went to get a prescription at Safeway, and I looked, and I'm not supposed to be eating sugar, but they had Ben & Jerry's vanilla caramel fudge. My freaking favorite ice cream ever. So they only had 2, so of course I got 2. But I also picked up a bag of my favorite chocolate chip cookies. Yes, I'm not supposed to be on sugar, but I am on sugar.
So anyway, I had 900 grams of sugar.
I put the ice cream in the downstairs fridge, and I hid the cookies because I didn't. I hid them not very well, because I came downstairs the next morning. And upper management usually hides things from me because I will scour the house for the sweets she has hidden from me. She found chocolate chip cookies and ate them. And I was like, what? First of all, that's a violation. She goes, yeah, now you know how I feel. I'm like, oh. And so she said, that was not a good hiding place. If you have anything else, find a better hiding place. She didn't get my ice cream. So it's possible I protected myself and ate both pints Friday. It is possible.
Quite possible.
I preemptively ate it so she wouldn't find it. So I was looking out for
There's
you still on that sugar high while we were recording our video, or
no? I was jangling from pour over coffee when I did the collected editions video with you.
Although, Jess, I will say, speaking of on a sugar high, another trade in the NBA just dropped like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, is this what this is? Something? What?
Oh, no. Oh. It actually like happened.
Oh,
like 5 minutes ago. The Sacramento Kings, Bunk, if you're here, I'd love to hear you out on this. Kings are finalizing a deal to send De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs in a multi-team trade that will have Chicago Bulls star Zach LaVine to the Sacramento Kings, per ESPN's Shams Charania.
Why are these trades happening now?
It's near the trade deadline.
Oh, it's near the trade deadline. Okay. Basketball, pie, cake, and chicken. Sounds like America. You left out ice cream, but that comment was a little while ago, so I don't.
Sounds like the Philippines, actually.
Sounds like the Philippines too. Pie, cake, and chicken. See, I agree with this. The single OHCs are sexy. I am not getting rid of my OHCs. I love my Marvel OHCs. I'm not getting rid of them. I want to pick up the Omnibus Fall of X, Rise of X, or whatever that is in September. Is it?
September, yeah.
Yeah, I'll pick that up because
August 30th, whatever.
Yeah, I'm not going to collect any of the Rise of X in trade, so I'll wait for that Omnibus. But I don't think I'm going to upgrade to the Dawn of X Omnibus. I'm fine with how I read it. It made sense to me perfectly. I did a video on it. I did a video on Dawn of X, and then then came Reign of X, then came Trials of X. I did a video on Trials of X. I forgot to do one on Reign of X, but I did do a video on Trials of X. So I'm going to keep those in my sexy OHCs because I agree with Maul. That's
I bought Krakoa in single, like I have all the singles from 2019 to 2024 because that was that was my gateway into Marvel. Like
how many short boxes is that?
I've got 3.5 short boxes in the back of my room with X-Men.
Wow, that's a lot. Are they all in proper reading order, or did you group them by title?
So I bought the comic book like dividers or whatever you call them with the labels, and I hand printed and lettered all of the logos on the series as they came out. So they're all separated in there, and I also learned more about design in the meantime, along with penmanship. So
we're gonna have to see these dividers someday.
At some point.
Yeah.
Are they under a pile right now?
No, there. You see the boxes. You see the Yoshi in the back.
Is that
all those boxes are Krakoa.
Oh. Are they X-Men boxes?
Yeah, they're all. Yeah, I got a Sinister box. I've got 2 Immortal X-Men boxes, and then I've got another X-Men box in the bottom of that.
And what's the book? Is that Secret Invasion?
Yes, that is for. That's just for background.
I like it. I like it. I was supposed to read that with Gio like 2 years ago.
Background, Adam.
Oh, I don't know about this, Marcelo. Comic book fans that don't know about sports are fake nerds.
I need something to take my time away, and
yeah, I know about football and baseball, and the rest of the chat knows about wrestling. So I don't know.
I know all about sports.
Hot take. Richard talking to Omnibo. Sure, you're excited for the Dawn of X. Omnibo, are you still in the chat? Need secret OHC print? You're not getting it.
We already have the Omni. I doubt they're going to reprint.
Hardcover. Talking about the Omni today when we get to it. We only have 12 more minutes to talk about food, which means we're not done talking about ice cream. If I have anything to say about it, VFC relief Chuck Austin run wasn't announced, but he will buy that Omni, and he admits it. He's the first to say, "I am going to buy that Omni."
It's true.
Remy, you can read the Krakoa era and not know anything about X-Men. That's what I loved about the Krakoa era. My knowledge for X-Men is, limited compared to everybody else. I started with New X-Men and Astonishing X-Men and have been reading since then. But Krakoa era is a very easy entry into it. You get a feeling for these personalities. You don't, as far as I can recall, it's all Krakoa era interactions. There's nothing that goes back to like, oh, but when we fought Apocalypse back in the 90s, there's nothing like that. Oh, I mean, Apocalypse is in it, and he has a wife. Sorry, spoiler alerts. He has a wife. Yeah.
I would not worry
I
about
think
being
that
intimidated. I mean, that was my gateway into X-Men, and I ended up just fine. I ended up loving the entirety of the franchise, and I fell in love with a lot of the characters.
Same.
Hickman in House of X, even though yes, it is very dense, there's a lot that happens in it. It is as reading friendly dense as you can get, as far as that's concerned. And you also have a fantastic story, stupendous arts, and an introduction to what Hickman just loves doing with the graphic designs and all of those elements of it. It's a wonderful era to parse through. I wouldn't worry about it too much. And everybody's comic is someone's first, right? Like, I know a couple of people who got in 2022 with Immortal X-Men, and having that be their first X-Men book. So you can always go back and check up, and we got the internet now. And I wouldn't really be worried about trying to strangle yourself with the required knowledge or whatever that might look like.
I think we've gone over this a few times that, like, as long as it's a good run, most good writers can write in a way that you don't need to do homework. Like, a well-written story is self-contained. Like, it's a good story on its own, and it doesn't require homework. The homework is like, maybe you see something and you want to look into what's that about, but it's not a requirement,
Just know that two of the best are Emma and Psylocke, and then Magic. That's all you need to know.
We're all very prominent in the Krakoan era.
No, Magic, I could have used a lot more Magic.
Psylocke, did you get to Vita Ayala's New Mutants, like the third arc of it, or first arc of it, and all the way through?
I think so. When does that happen? I'm through. I haven't read Sins of Sinister yet because I'm not there. I finished with Inferno and Trials of Deaths of Wolverine Dies.
I think it's all after. Like,
oh, it's after that.
Yeah, it's that, okay. And then she joins the X-Men in Duggan's run.
Okay, I haven't gotten to that. That's good to know. Yeah, I have to finish. That's one of my reading resolutions for 2025. That's a video that's going out tomorrow, probably. What was it? Oh, that I'd finished Krakoa. I'd finished the Krakoa era. Yeah. Less likely means it's not happening.
It's not going to happen.
Sorry, Captain. This isn't happening either. He's brittle. That's why it's considered such a ripoff, I bet. 80 more and you can stop time. Is this on my coffee drinking? I'll be there by midnight tomorrow. Periods that have refillable cups. We've been using those, and they're a pain in the butt. We're sick of that. That's what we were doing. It's much easier to just kettle it on a pour-over coffee. Your point is well taken, Xcammer. We got sick of it. I'm glad it's working out for you, though.
I hear you, and no.
What's better about an electric kettle than a stovetop, like an old-fashioned tea kettle? Well, there's Aussies, there Omnibos in the chat, and so is Elon. They live with electric kettles, so they could say it better than I do, but it's faster, I think. We get boiling water within 2 minutes. And
I think that's a lot of us in the States have electric stovetops too, and those things suck. They take forever.
They do.
Whereas an electric kettle is way faster. Now, if you have gas definitely heats faster, but then it's just more convenient.
Yeah.
It's a thing. It does one thing and it does it well.
Hello, Booster. Explain to me why you're in mourning. Are you? I thought you were a Laker fan. You're not.
No, I'm a Lakers fan. He's a Mavericks fan.
Oh, he's a Mavericks fan. Okay. I understand you're in mourning then, Booster. Yeah. No, peace and love. I'm sorry. Hoxpox was good, but not for the X material, only because Orcus.
This is just Warren trying to propagandize the not good Krakoa stuff.
Yeah, Warren, you're wrong as usual. Sorry, buddy. You're just a provocateur. That I don't know why I highlight your comments.
Love you, Warren.
Really?
Sometimes.
Said no one. You think they will ever finish the Krakoan OHCs?
They already technically did for the lines like X-Force and Wolverine are finishing up. You got X-Force that's finishing and X-Force Volume 4. Wolverine's wrapping up in what they're calling the Sabretooth War Omnibus, which is just the Victor Laval Sabretooth run combined with the last arc of Wolverine, which is Sabretooth War. And that's it. Like, they finished them. The ones that they started off with are done.
Yeah, I think what they're going to move to, they're pivoting to Omnis. So, and they've done it pretty darn fast. This is faster than I thought they'd do it. Thank you, James. Comic releases Discord, and let's have you guys talk about what you get if you join the Comic Releases Patreon. You guys.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
I'm not part of Comic Releases, so you
I mean, the main thing, if you join the Patreon, you'll get access to the watch list stuff, which is just track the books that you're going to buy, already bought. Like, I use it because I have lots of orders out to like OPB, or it's like I'll pre-order there and then I buy some things day of on IST. So I just have a list with all a bunch of different statuses and stuff. Like, this is something I'm watching, this is something I've pre-ordered, and then I'll mark it when it's been shipped if I get to it, and then I'll mark it when it's received. Which, like, I just got this book. And I
Miracle
is received now.
Oh, Mr. Miracle. Fancy. Yeah.
But it's really, I mean, obviously I'm biased, but it's pretty nice. But yeah.
Only $2 a month, right?
Yeah. It's also really cheap.
Come on, you guys. $2 a month? You got that?
On top of that, I'm trying to find a way to integrate if you want to be on and have a small shout out on my channel. I'm going to put you at the end of my videos. So,
yep. Me and Dom split the Patreon because he does
cross promoting. Good idea.
So it's a win-win for all of us.
Here's a win-win for me. Organic price books. Use my code Omnidog for $2 off. You're saving $2 on that, and then you use the $2 to you go to their Patreon. So it's a win-win for everyone. Big savings, 5% off shipping, 4 more books together. Omnidog sit. That's where the big savings are. The really big savings. Okay, here's Back Cato. Right on, Back Cato. How's it going? 3 requirements for life: water, oxygen, and an electric kettle. There it is. Omnibo's still in there. I need to rebuy Hoxpox because I sold it. LOL. Dom allergic to glee and joy. No. He's the most gleeful, joyful person I've ever met. He's always happy. He's like, see, he's gleeful and joyful right now.
Go Lakers and Dodgers.
I hate that Dodgers reference, but go ahead. I'll allow it. Whoops, I need to take this off. Yoink. Okay. Where was I? Blah, 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 blah. Something about something. Tashin sale next weekend. Just saw Tashin on screen.
Oh, when we were viewing the site, because we do have Tashin books on there.
Yep. Tom added a whole bunch of stuff. I'm such a lazy butt. I looked in there one day and I was like, oh wow, there's a lot of Fantagraphics.
There's like 1,000 books in here now.
Yeah, I think our thing like doubled in size now.
Kane's
saying a couple months.
Site.
If you guys want to track all your books, yeah, just $2 helps me and Webhead out with the site, and also server costs, because servers are not the cheapest thing in the world to run. So helps out. We also don't. One thing that I also say that I think we're proud of is that we do not have any virus infecting advertisements on the website. So it's a clean scroll through for all of you guys involved. And on top of that, we literally get no money with you scrolling along. So any
no
traffic
ads,
is
just affiliate links, which I think is the fairest way. Like if you buy something from our link, which I'm working on to more links because I've had people ask, about various different stores. I've had a link open in my browser for like 6 months to, I think, another store in Europe that someone asked about, and I'm gonna make like another column that's got like 10 more links, so you'd be able to get to like bookshop.org, that other Euro place,
My comic shop.
yeah, my comic shop, Target, like whatever. Just throw a bunch of stuff in there.
On top of that, if you have the watch list and you're like, man, I really want the book, but maybe it's not available on the site you're looking for, you scroll through, click, 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 buy the book, and you're done.
Comic releases is a gift of a site. You guys rule.
No, you rule.
Fantastic and incredibly useful site. Cheers for the live demo. I should use this site. Miss you should.
It's the most helpful when I need, like, wait, when is this book coming out? And I already know, wait, it's already up to the date.
We'll sit in VC sometimes like, when is that coming out? I'm like, I guess I could use my own website. Look.
Sometimes Ario will tease Webhead. He's like, oh, if only there was a site.
There was a place.
And now, oh, good. We're getting back to ice cream. Bluebell or bust. That sounds like Texas Mall. Are you from Texas? I know Bluebell's big there. Just had a Fat Boy ice cream sandwich. They were pretty good. Public. Okay. Paul McGrew loves it. I got ice cream while picking up meds. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm picturing somebody getting like insulin and ice cream at the same time.
That would not be me. I don't need it.
That's not
you. I could in the future. I have a Ninja Creamy. I actually do.
You do?
I do.
Ooh.
But I don't know. I should use it. I know. Yeah.
Or at least lower sugar stuff. Like if you use like real fruit and stuff.
Right. I know. Yeah. You guys are right. I know. Yeah. Okay. Are we going to talk about February releases by
It is that time.
Jaime Hernandez, and Gilbert Shelton? I know we're going to talk about one of those.
At some point, I guess we do have to start showing those. Huh?
Yeah, we got to start showing the books because there is a lot to talk about, Jess.
There is. I am team upper management. Hear you, Jazz.
How dare?
You need to get a mini fridge to put in one of the KLX cubes and put books in front of it. That's
you just put them sideways in front. Like, I don't know what's.
We have something like that set up in my house, Jess. Believe it or not.
A KLX cube with a mini fridge in it.
Yeah, it's info. So this might be a California thing only, but I have never been to a Filipino house that doesn't have at least 2 fridges in it. And one of my uncles, he had like his house. There's like a little bookshelf like right next to a mini fridge where he keeps all of the alcohol and whatnot that he has. And I'm like, all right, I didn't know that this was a thing, but it does exist, Captain Underpants.
And I'd need a mini freezer because I would keep ice cream in that. There's nothing I need to refrigerate.
It's gonna be a little harder because it's gonna be bigger.
Yeah. So I just
just need one that's just big enough for a Ben and Jerry's. Just
yeah. That's what I need. Ben & Jerry's is good, but very expensive for ice cream here in Australia. I bet it is.
Holy crap.
Over $14 for one of those little tubs.
I think they're like 6 or 7 here, which is already too expensive.
That is already too expensive for ice cream. Like sometimes I'll go to Target and it's like the tiny little trayers or whatever. Like, and I'm like, why am I paying $5.50 or $6 for this? It's tiny.
Dang.
Like this small.
Actually, the grocery store next to me, they're on sale for $4 right now.
On sale for $4.
I gotta go.
Ben & Jerry's get 6.
I'll ship you. I'll ship them over, Jess.
Thank you.
They might be slightly melted.
Just making sure he takes his calcium. Exactly. Ice cream is rich in calcium.
Don't forget to drink your Ovaltine.
That's right. You need a box for Omar cookies, like I have Omar books in. You're exactly right. Okay, wait a minute. This is a crazy. This isn't a hot take. This is a crazy take. Ice cream is a mid-dessert. It leaves a mess. Can't eat it too quick or too slow. Sorbet is just the better version of it. You are the only person in the world that has that opinion. That is crazy talk.
I completely disagree that you can't eat it too quick. You can pretty much inhale it.
Yeah. Once I get it to the proper temperature, gone.
And now that I think about it, like, you get like a slushy and you get brain freeze. Ice cream never does that to me.
Yeah, it does.
Ice cream is a bro. It's not trying to hurt me.
It's not trying to kill your brain.
It's a bro.
That's right. It just wants everybody to be happy.
The Tim Tams did come in. I chatted. I went on Facebook Messenger. This was last week. I went to the grocery store a few times, and I shouldn't have. Oh no, this is when I got all the cookies. I found Tim Tams, the Australian New Zealand cookie that Omnidog loves, and I'm saying it quietly because I did
upper management.
Yeah, I don't want her to know because I did keep those, and those are well hidden. I'm not going to eat them. I know that I'm not going to eat them because I'm saving them for when I do my stream next with Aussie Omni Bo. Yeah, I found them at Safeway, and I got Omnibo on
really?
Facebook Messenger, and I took a picture, and I said, "Look what I found," and he said, "That's amazing." And I said, "I'm living like a god." So I bought 3 of them.
Dude, that's cool. Was it in the international section?
No, it was just in the cookie section. It was just one flavor, but that was enough.
There's places that have them here, and they have different flavors, like the caramel ones.
Yeah, I was just stoked that I found them there. Okay, we will get to the releases in 1 minute. Kane says, for sweet treat, I come across Drizzylicious mini rice cakes at Home Sense in December and try them for the first time. They were French toast flavored. They were amazing. They have a low amount of sugar for like 10 pieces. I tried the salted caramel, and that was really good too.
But they're rice cakes. Which can be good, but that explains why they're so low sugar.
Yeah.
I've eaten some of those in my time, though.
Your video from 9 hours ago thinking this was a live stream. That was the condensed version. This is the one that goes on till Monday morning.
It just keeps going and going and going.
Let's share the screen. Essential collected editions. Wait, that's not what I want. This is what I want. Okay.
That's what he wants.
There we are. Absolute Power standard hardcover. I have no problem with standard hardcovers. Webhead hates them. I buy them just to spite them, so it's okay.
And
you buy them so that I can get my deluxes.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll get the 20-something issue omnibus of this in like 2 years' time, so it's okay. We appreciate your sacrifice, Jess.
So, can't wait for the absolute omnibus.
How many volumes will this be? Is this
it's not a big, tremendously big event. It's only like what, 23, 24 issues.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this was DC Summer Events of 2024. You got Mark Waid and Dan Mora, the same team that was on Batman Superman World's Finest. The story behind this, and I find this interesting, is that 5 DC writers declined to write the story, including Chip Zdarsky. Chip Zdarsky was the one who mentioned it in his newsletter and said DC offered to have him write this event that's going to set up DC All In, and he said no. Asked the company guy, Mark Waid, and Mark Waid is like, can I get Dan Mora on the book? Of course, DC said, yes, Mr. Waid, we will print out whatever you would like to do. So in this fashion, and very much structured just like Zero Hour by Dan Jurgens and Jerry Ordway, we have Absolute Power, which is where Amanda Waller, which is something that they've been sort of building up for the last 2-ish years since Infinite Frontier, and what Joshua Williamson is doing with her, also with Donna DC. It all culminates in this specific event, and this hardcover collects the 4 issues along with the Ground Zero one-shot drawn by Mikkel Yannin. That is, again, it's the main course of the event. So if you're looking for superheroes being hunted down in by this very enraged filled Amanda Waller, this is the book for you.
Wow. And so there's going to be like 5 standard hardcovers.
More like 5 trade paperbacks. 5 trade paperbacks to like fill out the tie-ins. You got the standard hardcover for the event.
Oh, okay. So what the whole, okay. I see what you're saying. So there's going to be Absolute Power tie-ins that go with this. And they'll be trades.
There'll be trades. You got Task Force 7, you've got Absolute Power Origins, and then all the series that tied in concurrently, like Green Arrow, for example, those are going to be collected in their own separate trade paperbacks. You got the main one here, standard hardcover.
Okay, that's good to know. Please stop calling it proper reading order. They are independent books that just sometimes cross over. Okay, Marcelo. Okay. Basketball talk. Do you dunk biscuits in your tea? I dunk them in my coffee and I dunk them in milk. I have not dunked them in my tea. I do love biscuits though.
That's tea. That.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying, Marcelo. This is a big hard pass from me. Good for Wendy, good for the Girl Scouts, but Thin Mints.
Yeah, not a fan. I am happy they're working with the Girl Scouts because that's kind of cool.
That is cool. Great.
I wish they would choose a better cookie.
I agree.
But I think that is kind of one of their signature things, so it makes sense.
Yeah, but that's the one thing upper management can have in the house that I won't pinch, and that's like any kind of mint cookie, mint candy, mint ice cream.
Now, if they did the tag-alongs, I'd be in line waiting.
Well, that's completely different. You can jump really isn't much of a selling point. Well,
you don't have to buy every series.
Yeah,
you really don't. I don't. I think with comics, people get really stuck on these, the reading orders, the homework, the blah blah blah. Like those things enhance, but they're not requirements. I don't think. I don't know. I wish people wouldn't get so. Like people really get tunnel vision with that stuff, and like you'll see people like you and Dom, right? You'll talk about here's the reading order, and it's if you're gonna do it this way, and blah blah blah. But it's not like, oh, I have to buy 15 OHCs. No, that's just if you want to. It's like we're not gonna be out here like going, oh, you really have to read Fallen Angels. That's the most important part of this, you know.
Right. This is a correct opinion. Magic is my girl. She's awesome. Hello to Axel. Adorable Omnidog, nice Dom of X, and sweet Webhead. Oh, I've gone on many rants about this Grant Morrison Nameless book. That's a cockta thing. He does give you homework at the end of the book, like other prose books you're supposed to read Nameless. And I'm like, hey, what the hell are you doing here? I'm reading this comic book so I can enjoy the comic book. I'm not going to go
say
I'm
the one person. Sorry, just
no. Go ahead.
I was just saying the one I was going to say earlier. The one person whose stuff has completely confused me is Morrison. So that'd be like the exception that proves the rule. There's no homework unless you're reading Morrison, and then you better really be paying attention.
Top hail. Right. Warren sounds like he's Jess's arch enemy. I think he's more of a very fine condition nemesis than mine. Just remind yourself that we live in a world where people can cook sand in a dishwasher. My sister-in-law does that.
It's funny you mentioned that new Spooey because sometimes like I'll go on Instagram Reels and I'm recommended this guy who cooks in his like college dorm room and it's just like him on his bed, but he'll bring like this random table and it's a video of making McDonald's egg McMuffins or whatever with like the material that I have, and it's like a super like worn down pot, like a toy
and a hot plate.
Yeah, exactly. And somehow the food ends up looking a lot better than the food that you would actually get at a restaurant. So
Wow.
who am I?
There's
who
the
am I
other
to
side
say?
of that. That's what Magic always posts, is that guy that makes stuff in the hotel rooms.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's the other end of that spectrum. It looks a lot worse.
I don't even talk I doubt it. I don't even know what to say.
What I will say, Mal, is to keep checking in for announcements because we have a lot coming out.
Okay. So you never know.
You never know.
How many Omnis would Krakoa be?
12-ish.
12. Here's Batmanda. Hi. And YP, welcome. Okay, so after this is February 4th, first week of February. The month we're in now, the week we're in now. I don't know how that happened.
Coming out in 2 days.
Batman and Robin, Chunky Trade, Volume 2 from Tomasi and Gleason. I love this book. I need to reread this book. I love.
You do need to reread it. It's really good, and it's also this collected like specific book 2 has my favorite issue in the run,
which is
19 of the run.
What happened?
How do I describe it without spoiling?
Parents murdered in that issue. Did I just spoil it?
No. No, something happens to a or the main one of the main characters in Batman and Robin.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
You know which issue I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah, now I know. Thank you. Dom is always happy. Can I get the meds he gets? He's naturally high. I don't know how he does it, but he is always a natural high. Crazy.
I try to be.
Yeah. Oh, whoa, what? Pity Ma, what? I have a coal stove in the basement and burn clean chestnut anthracite minty Pocono, Pennsylvania, keeping us warm and cozy. You burn coal. You might be the first person I have ever heard. Peace and love.
It's a time travel from the 1800s.
Yeah. Wow, a coal stove.
That's interesting.
That is really interesting.
That seems like that'd be a pain because you have to like shovel coal into a furnace.
Well, I don't know. We'll find out.
Maybe there's more to it.
Or does your partner shovel it? Do you just heap it in there? What's happening in your house there, Pity Ma?
In my mind, I'm picturing like a train engine with people shoveling coal into it, but
yeah.
I'm sure it's not quite like that.
If you have Hickman X-Men Omni and want to get the new Age of Krakoa Omnis coming out, is the Hickman one irrelevant?
Well, everything in the Hickman one is going to be collected in the Age of Krakoa or Dawn of X Omni, or whatever they decide to end up calling it as, or how the print will come about. Because the X-Men Omni collects all of his X-Men issues with the exception of the Ten of Swords crossover issues. You've got the giant size X-Men issues and whatnot also thrown in there. So yeah, it's going to be irrelevant. They're going to be in the bigger anthological omnis. So
okay, you are from Texas. That's where the Bluebell comment came from. Bluebell cookies and cream. Oh, here's Justin. Did I miss the upcoming Frosty talk yet? Well, we touched on it a little bit. What's up to the most handsome trio on YouTube? Peace and love to you, Justin. What a nice person. Bluebell banana pudding for the win. Oh, now getting back to ice cream, Batmanda Rebel
back to what we came here for.
has told me about, and I saw it in the grocery store, but then my eyes immediately went to the Ben and Jerry section. So next time that I can get ice cream, I am gonna. Safeway has it, so I'm thinking about it. Always.
Should try that one. I think I've seen that one too.
Yeah, Kane talks highly of it too.
Ooh, they have an orange cream one.
Oh, Black Panther by Coates. This is what you called it, a complete collection type thing. Trade paperback. This is just one, though. It's not. That was 4 hardcovers. So is this like the first half?
This is the second half of the run.
Oh, this is the second half.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
The second half of the run. Captain America Epic Collection. This is the first week in February. The Superior Stratagem. Dark Web. I don't want to hear any comments about that because OPP is shipping me that book to do an overview. So everybody wait for your comments until you see my overview. Then you can tell the truth.
You know what? I'm gonna come out about this. I think Peter has the same opinion, so I don't think I'll get slandered for it. I think he does anyways, because I know he likes Wells ASM. A couple of my other friends do. I didn't hate this as much as I thought I would. I know that a lot of people have been like down on the run, but there's just something about. See, here's the thing. I don't have an attachment to Ben. I hate Ben Reilly like as a character. I'm sorry, Omnidog and Chris Balga and like 3 other people.
Oh my gosh!
I personally don't have an attachment to it because I didn't grow up with 90s Spider-Man or the Clone Saga, so I never understood the hype. I'm happily one of those people that'll slam down on Ben because I think he's a stupid character. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get canceled on every single stream now. But
wait to get to those comments in 15 minutes.
I know. I can't. Yeah, it's okay.
Let's see if they're starting now.
Yo, I'm sure they are.
Thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. But yeah, I didn't hate this event. I actually kind of like the idea of evil clones teaming up and getting down on the X. I don't care. I mean, say whatever you want to, but I didn't hate it.
Okay. Yeah, that is ice cream slander. Just install a soft serve machine in the basement. I didn't know this stream was pushing the ice cream agenda. Yeah,
that's right. Big ice cream.
And apparently the anti-Ben Reilly agenda too.
Yeah.
The only Ben we like is Ben and Jerry's.
That's right.
I'm talking low about them Tim Tams, so management doesn't know they're still in the house. She'll eat them. She's worse than I am right now. Yeah, are you new here? It's me. Upper management can hear all. Yeah, I know. I'm sure she can. That's why I'm talking.
She's got fat ears.
Yeah. So okay, dark web. Dom didn't hate it. So
I didn't say I liked it, by the way, just for everybody here.
That'll be the lead in my
stunning.
Don't twist my words.
That'll be the lead in my overview. Dom didn't hate this book. Let's look at it.
Yes, one of my biggest.
Why are you so excited for Teen Titans, the Judas Contract? Tell us.
Yeah, this was the first Teen Titans story that I've ever read because of the universal amount of people who say that this is the most integral Teen Titans story ever in publicated history. And I would tend to agree, and I think 100% more. I think a lot of the downfalls of a lot of runs that have come after are people saying, man, I really wish it was just like the Wolfman / Perez days of Teen Titans. I think comes down to the itty bitty parts of the story with what Wolfman does with Deathstroke, the shoe-in for the infiltrated member of the Titans, the integrated family dynamics between the entirety of the Wilson family, on top of some character development from 2 specific characters in this book, one of them who is on this cover. And so if you are looking for literally the definition of momentum or momental stories for any franchise, Judas Contract is the Teen Titans story. There is no other way around saying that it isn't.
And-
It's as fundamentally important as I would argue Longbow Hunters is to Green Arrow, Born
Whoa.
Again is to Daredevil, and Year One is to Batman. The same goes for this book.
And Webby and I figured out that yes, I do have a shirt like Nightwing's wearing. I mean, I have a picture of me in a shirt like that back in like 1979. And on the right, the infiltrator is that guy because that's Fred from Scooby-Doo. He doesn't belong there. What's Fred doing in the Teen Titans?
I don't know that that's an ascot though. It's more of a cape looking.
Oh, well, that sure looks like Fred from Scooby-Doo to me.
It kind of, you know what I will say? I also do love
Maybe it's his
Disco
brother.
Wing as a costume. I know that some people are kind of on it, but there is like a simplicity and a touch of just the Perez art from the 80s I love, and that extends over with Dick Grayson. So there you go. Those are my 2 cents.
And I'm also getting this book to overview. I actually am
Nice.
excited for this book.
I think a lot of people, you know what? One thing that I am super disappointed by, I will say, is that no one manages to talk about. They're like, oh, like it's Wade Flash and it's Mark Wade on a character that he revolutionized and this and that, which is cool. It's not wrong. None of this is wrong. There are a lot of wonderful stories in this book. You've got Terminal Velocity, which is pretty much a team up with the Flash family against Cobra and what they're going to be doing with Keystone City. You've got fantastic stuff with Savitar as well. You've got the first appearance of Bart Allen as Impulse in the specific omnibus. There is so much good content in this specific omnibus as far as the seminal stories are concerned. You got a lot of continuing threads from Wade's run and trying to revolutionize not only Wally but also the definition of the Flash family. Got a lot of great Max Mercury stuff in here too. You got a team up with Wally West and who was then called Captain Marvel, Billy Batson, now known as Shazam. You got that in here. There's a lot of wonderful stuff in the specific omnibus that I wish people highlighted more, but alas, I'm very happy it's coming out.
You just did. Nicely done. Very good. Yeah, this is a good point. A rapid absolute power Omni with all 39 crossover issues. Okay, I
will say Batcato, a lot of those issues are prologues. Like it's only like 20 something issues. It's not that big. Like I doubt that they're gonna throw Suicide Squad Dream Team 1 through 4 in there, for example.
Thin mints are peak cookie. Okay, good. You guys all hate mint. Immediate dislike and unsub to comic league.
What do you mean?
Dom hates it, but we're just not my fault. It's not. It's that doesn't. My palate's not happy with it.
We've already talked about this, Justin. I said what I said.
Said what he said.
Yeah, Webby's not taking it back, and neither am I.
Happy for those that want it, though.
Yeah,
sure.
Jim Henson's Labyrinth, standard hardcover. This sounds like it should be bigger, but okay.
I know they called it like a deluxe, super whatever. So I was like, oh, what's the standard? Who knows?
Okay, what is this? Marvel Age?
This is a Marvel Age issue 1000 treasury. Like there was a comic called Marvel Age 1000 where it was sort of like a small anthology one shot for throwbacks to 60s stories. Like there's a Scott and Jean story in here written by Rainbow Rowell I really liked. It's all in the treasury edition now.
This 1000 as well.
Yeah. This was supposed to come out like 1.5 years ago.
Oh, really?
Correctly. Yeah. This got pushed back a lot. So.
Oh. Okay. Twisted Kister says PB Sandwich is the only. Oh, those are. Wait. Dosey Does. Yeah. See, this is where I have knowledge. Girl Scout cookies. Twisted Does are awesome. I barely retain what I read 5 pages ago, so if I'm missing stories, books, I doubt I'll realize it. That sounds like me.
That's
Okay, wait. Bunk has something. Let me get to it, and I'll get to the next week. Not really into DC's finest style collecting, but purchased Longbow Hunters versions as I probably don't need the Omni. Thoughts on Longbow Hunters?
I love Longbow Hunters. I finished that DC Finest not too long ago and talked about it with Curtis on our my show a couple of days ago, and it's the mature type of storytelling that I did not, I guess, envision for a Green Arrow comic, but it just works so well with the setting that Grell sets up in Longbow Hunters and past. And figuring out what his relationship with Dinah is, what he is just overall as a superhero after the pages of Crisis on Infinite Earths. And it's a lot of really, really groundbreaking questions that you're thrown into with morality. Where do you toss the line with murdering? And when people are ruining your city, what do you do with them? It is flat out amazing. I love the Longbow Hunters / Mike Grell Green Arrow era from the late 80s to 90s. It's wonderful stuff.
There you go. Guys, do we know if Dom has an alibi for the team the trade went down? I realize it's birthday, but are we sure that he didn't find incriminating info on Mavs GM Nico and blackmail him? That doesn't sound like Dom, but why did you do that, Dom?
That doesn't sound like it. Why did you do it?
Yeah.
Why? If I were to actually do that, Bunk, it wouldn't be with the Mavericks. I would be blackmailing Nuggets ownership and their front office and saying, hey guys, you have that really fat Serbian big guy who's 7 foot and can do literally everything on a basketball floor. Could we get him by any? See, that's what I would do personally, but they didn't. So there's no evidence on me. My hands are clean.
That's exactly what a guilty person would say. If I had a coal stove, I'd be making pizza in there every day. I don't think it's that kind of stove, but I get what you're saying.
Hey, you could make it work for you.
It's a modern coal stove, wood stove, but yes, we shovel the coal in like a pellet stove. My sister had a pellet stove, so I know what you're talking about.
Is that like a smoker where you just gotta throw pellets in? Is that like that?
Yeah, I think it's like that.
Gotcha.
I'm not showing any of these dark web comics because I already said don't say anything about it because I'm overviewing it. What's on Criminal and Brubaker? Just ordered all 3 HCs. You will love it.
It's fantastic.
You will love it. That is Brubaker at his most Brubaker, and Sean Phillips' art's awesome. It is just, that's some of the best stuff I've ever read. That's due for a reread too.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget Cruel Summer, if you can get a hold of it.
Mm-hmm.
There's the 3 deluxes, but there's also Cruel Summer.
Right. Oh yeah, I'm looking right at it. It should be it's not filed properly. It's not next to Criminal.
It's like the unofficial volume 4.
Right. Okay. This might be Dom's last birthday. I think
that's okay. I can't name you somebody who I'm friends with online. That I mean, literally, it's, you know what? No, I'm not going to defend myself. I've said what I said.
Yeah,
I said what I said.
Now doesn't like Ben Riley. All right, I'm gonna release his Patreon. If you oppose me,
I liked Chris Yost Scarlet Spider series. Justin, you can't kill me for saying that. I like a lot of books that characters are in with characters.
That's not Ben.
That's not Ben, though. You're right. You're
That's
right.
Kane.
That's Kane. See, he did it better than the other one.
Boo this man.
Big Spider-Man fan right here. Even though I'm not
anyways. You do you? Well, let's wait. Let's wait.
Just
Hondo, hey, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Jewish Dragons. Grell's run on the character was pretty innovative for the time. The art after Grell is a little hit or miss, but the stories were an attempt to bring a more serious tone back to Ollie. And I agree. I have the big honkin' Omnis, and I've only read, I mean, they call it Longbow Hunters, but the real series was just like 12 issues that was called Longbow
No,
Hunters.
it was just 3 issues that was Longbow Hunters.
Oh, it's just 3 issues.
3 issues, yeah.
They call the whole thing Longbow Hunters. Yeah. Okay.
For simplicity, for error. No, you know what, I will say, I did actually feel the same way, like with the art after Grell, because it's Ed Hannigan who takes over on the regular Green Arrow ongoing. Dick Giordano is on inks for like the first 5-6 issues, and then he goes on to different books, and it's not the same type of quality and inking that you would expect, but it's not as bad, you know. So
every time I read a book universally hated, I end up liking it. It's all about expectations. The opposite also happens to me a lot.
I feel you, Marcelo. That actually might have been me and a lot of Wells Spidey, now that I think about it.
Yeah, I have more fun just going in totally blind.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I don't want to know that somebody doesn't like something, because then I go in with the predisposed to not like it. I already know somebody. That's what I had. The minister of comics and I had an agreement that he would read comics and not tell me what he thought of them, because if he did, he would not hide his emotions at all. And I said, okay, you're making me not want to like the book, so just don't tell me anything, and I will review it, and we'll review it together. But I don't want to know when people don't dig a book. Yeah. Spooey on a rant about pistachio ice cream. Now it's pistachio and almond, or pistachio and something. Well, maybe you should go to Baskin Robbins. I bet they still have pistachio. See, I have somebody that agrees with me. Josh, right? Did look like Fred. Prince Valiant, the 29th oversized hardcover.
It's a big one.
It is a big one.
I forgot how big, but pretty big. 14 inches high.
Wow.
It's pretty big.
Ronan Island by Greg Pak. And I'm not even going to attempt to say that.
Giannis Giannis.
Oh,
Thank you, Giannis Antetokounmpo, for teaching me how to say your name.
Pity my asking Jewish Dragons about good art pieces at OAX. Hope you had a blast. Epcot was also having their art fest. Dennis Cowan's art on Grell Green Arrow is definitely a hit.
I agree.
Dom, you are now on Team Warren. Live with this shame. What?
Okay.
That happened. Okay, he does look like Fred, right? True.
He definitely looks like Fred, like with a cape.
This is a good question. I have the deluxe. That's me also saying this. I do have the deluxe, but if this does the DC Finest must contain more than just the deluxe of Judah's Contract, right?
Yeah. It's got the surrounding Action Comics issues, like whatever if the Teen Titans appeared in something else, they have those in there too.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you, Mr. Tex. I have the deluxe, and I'll probably have to upgrade. Booster, excited for Flash Volume 2 Omni?
I think all of us are.
Yeah. Waiting Tuesday to get the weight Omni. Batmanda knows what's up. I don't like him either. Peace and love to Batmanda. I always picture you actually looking like Barbara Gordon in that picture. That's for some reason. When I meet you, I'm going to be immediately disappointed if you're not exactly like that, wearing the Batgirl costume and everything, which I immediately regret saying. That is so weird. I apologize. God, I don't have.
Why did I do that?
Yeah, why did you say that? So apologize.
So weird.
I am so weird. Secret Wars Omnibus. So this is the Secret Wars event. and the Secret Wars companion put together?
No, it's Avengers Time Runs Out and Secret
Oh.
Wars 0 through 8 or 9.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, 8.
You had the same
I already
question
asked that. I
yesterday.
asked you that same question yesterday.
Exact same way.
Oh, brother.
Wait, did you actually say that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and he corrected me, and I immediately forgot it.
You're like, oh, that's great. So anyway,
Yeah, 0 through 9.
Goodbye to that info that was in my head for 2 seconds.
I understand. I really do.
Completely understand.
I always tell everyone, you know, I made the website because I can't remember anything.
Good. Oh, here's what Jewish Dragons got. I basically built a bit of a Paul Galassi collection while I was there. I got a couple of Aaron Campbell pages and a page from Riley Rossmo's Harley Quinn run. Could you send me a picture of that, Jewish Dragons, the Harley Quinn page? I'd be interested in that to see what you got. Actually, you could send me a pic of everything you got. I think that's interesting. Peppermint patties are the only candy that's safe in this house. She can have them all year. It's fine with me. I heard this labyrinth is good. Tells how Bowie became the king of the goblins. Still need to watch Labyrinth.
Me too.
Wait, what did Bat Cato say? That's going way back. Okay, just a sec, because Josh is yelling at him. Bat Cato, what did you say? What the?
What are you yelling?
Okay, I can't find it. Why, Josh? Why are you yelling at Bat Cato? What? You haven't? I don't know. This is what happens when I get behind in the chat. I have no idea. Oh, Mr. Tex. Dosey Does? You say no to Dosey Does?
Why are you the way that you are?
Okay, so Secret Wars, which contains Secret Warsy stuff. And it's
Avengers Times Runs Out and Secret Wars 0 through 9.
And if you want to actually see something that I made when I read the whole thing and understood it, you can go to Omnidog's Vault. On the main page at the very bottom is a whole 5 videos I made on a Hickman read through from Secret Warriors all the way through like Battle Worlds and War Zones. So, and that was stuff that I had read at the time, hadn't forgotten, and made that video. So peace and love. Where's James with the link? Longbow Hunters is great. I read the first omnibus over 5 nights, maybe 3 hours each night. Wow.
So for those wondering, so we don't have to repeat it again, this omnibus that you're seeing on the right side of your screen collects Avengers, Time Runs Out, and Secret Wars. And that is it. Nothing else. These are the 2 things that are in this omnibus. It has the same mapping order as everything in this hardcover. And then right after is Secret Wars. Okay, that's it. So it's
okay. So it's Secret Wars plus Secret Wars Companion is what you're saying. Okay.
No. Secret Wars Companion is the Battle World Omnis that are coming up next month.
No, wait, what? No.
Yes.
There's a Secret Wars Companion that came out.
That is the Battle World Omni.
No, the one that's coming. Wait, what?
There's no companion. Just
There's no
put
companion
out of your mind.
Wait a minute.
The companion trade paperbacks are going to be in those Battle World omnibuses that they're going to be printing out.
No.
I love collected editions. This is why we have these fireside chats.
It's not confusing at all.
It's not, no.
I feel like they put this one together literally because they refused to print the OHC again.
Gotta throw something in there.
They're like, well, we need the event, but we can't call a 9-issue series an omnibus. There's just no way.
Well, no, because they called the Brian Michael Bendis Secret War miniseries an omnibus. So anything.
But they expanded that.
This is what I'm talking about.
It is only 9 issues, though, to be.
Last Days of the Marvel Universe.
Oh, is that also in here?
No, that's also in the Battle World. Or going
the Last Days one's in the Battle World? Okay.
Yeah.
Is Earth Handles?
Really?
Wait, this is?
Yes.
This is in
I
Battle
feel like
World?
That's going to be in those Battle World omnibuses.
I feel like that stuff is super skippable.
Wait, yeah, I think so too. It's Captain America and the Mighty Avengers 8 through 9, Loki, Agent of Asgard 14 through 17. I don't think that stuff's going to be in Battle World.
Why wouldn't it be?
This is because this is before Secret Wars happens.
That's true. Last Days of the Marvel Universe is what
I mean,
happens
yeah.
before Secret Wars.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be in this Omni.
No, and I don't think it's.
We
I
can
think
solve
I don't
this
think it's
very
gonna be
quickly. It is
recollected.
definitely
This is
not
right.
in this Omni.
Yeah, this is what
And
I always
it
called the
is-
companion. This is
Oh,
what
okay. I got
This
confused
is
a little because there's
definitely
no
not.
like oversized hardcover that's called Secret Wars Companion. That's what I was.
That book,
well,
I
that book is
apologize.
not in either Omni, and also,
it's skippable.
it's super
As you can
skippable.
see, it's still got the plastic on it, so I didn't even read it. So I wonder why I care about it so much. Forget it.
Because it's stuck in your head forever.
Yeah, as a companion. Yeah. Secret Wars. And the end of the first week of February, Vinland Saga Deluxe, Book 6 for manga lovers. Here's a good question. How might reading DC Finest Superman and DC Finest Justice Society years 38 through 42 deepen my appreciation of Golden Age comics? And what key themes or historical influences should I pay attention to? I don't know these books, what they contain. Dom must know.
Yeah, I can talk a little bit about that.
Okay.
I find Justice Society of America interesting because it's not a complete team book. It's a lot of the characters doing sort of like their own little side missions. Like they gather at the table, and then they talk about, hey, this is where I was, this is where I was. I find it interesting because a lot of the stories are going to be obviously set because there was a world war that was happening, at least for the JSA. So they are sent off to certain parts of the Pacific in those stories. There's one particular story where Wonder Woman goes to the Philippines and talks to troops stationed there before the Japanese attack. I do find a lot of those stories interesting just to see what the historical context was and where they decided to place a lot of those heroes. And the same goes for almost all the other characters because, yeah, everybody's enlisted off to war. Superman, I also find interesting in the case in fact that Superman is not obviously the godlike, if you want to call that character that we're all used to seeing nowadays, but he is very strong. He's leaping off of the pages and he is fighting for the little guys. You have stories where he is masquerading as someone else so that he can help this one guy who got fired. There's like a story where because there's a boxer who is like, man, you can't fight anymore, like, you're all washed or whatnot. So Superman is like, hey, I'll offer to impersonate you so that you can fight in the boxing ring later, and then troubles ensue. But yeah, it is a lot of a lot of those we're trying to fight for the people who might not have the need or attention that they deserve to get, or somebody's in trouble. You're going to find that in a lot of these Golden Age stories. I don't know if that completely answers your question, Summoner, but I did find a lot of those same revolving themes of what they envisioned a superhero would be in those days with, in the low city and whatnot, to be published in those stories.
And this is when comics were, just starting out, the DC characters. And so a lot of them are going to be kind of changing and finding their footing. If I recall correctly, early Superman had powers completely different. Well, not completely different, but different than what he has today. Like Dom was saying, he wasn't flying yet. He was leaping, tall buildings in a single bound. And did he impersonate that boxer by mushing up his face to look like a boxer?
He did, yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's not,
Super face powers.
Yeah, he had mushable face power, and that's not something that continued. So I personally really like seeing how he was at the how both of these books were at the very beginning, and to take them in context of what's happening now, you see that they were experimenting around till they finally settled on what his character was really going to be.
Right. And also the template for every single superhero that was to come, because at the time, I mean, he was the first one. Like it wasn't like there was somebody that they could see like, oh, 10, 20 years ago, oh, this is how this person did. No. Like it was completely new. It was a new concept, and they were trying to figure things out. Very much in that same effort, you have Clark, at least in that era, being somewhat different than we are today. But again, it's all rudimentary, like my friend Curtis says. And yeah, it's very much them trying to, like Jess said, experiment with whatever could work at the time, and it became the template for literally everything that's come after.
Happy birthday to Dom. Congratulations. Okay, that must be Dutch for congratulations. We're getting a new criminal book this year by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. And now here's proof that even Warren doesn't believe what he's saying. Nobody thinks that, Warren. That is ridiculous.
Oh, come on.
You don't even believe that. Now I know to take you not seriously at all. You have absolutely, you're always just messing with us. Now I believe it. Just ordered the new Avengers Omni. Is there any other essential reading alongside it besides House of M? I didn't think so. I read it and just enjoyed it.
That includes the disassembled stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Assembled, yeah, 500 to 503 is collected in that.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I mean, you got it.
Yeah. I would just read whatever's in those Omnis, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't even read. Okay, it was a long time ago that I read New Avengers Omni, like maybe 2019. But I don't know that I would read House of M alongside it, because it takes place. Doesn't it take place after?
I think so. You need Civil War alongside.
Yeah, Civil War.
Because it evidently includes all the New Avengers issues, but not the actual
it has the Civil War
issues,
but not actually Civil War.
What a strange decision.
House of M happens after that.
Yeah,
and House of M is Wanda's second breakdown. This is her first breakdown, the New Avengers Omni, and then her second mental health crisis. And I'm not making fun of it, but they do use that. They lean on that trope of Wanda flipping out twice in New Avengers and in House of M. And House of M happens afterwards. So I want to get Ronin Island. Looks like it will be a good read. I feel like I have the trades, but I haven't read them. I'm actually in the room that has a bunch of stuff like that. I think like it'll be a good read too.
You know what? Maybe House of M is in here.
What?
Man, I'm trying to find it.
Saying all that?
Yeah, House of M is in like what, issues 13 through 16, right? For time.
Yeah, I think it's
in
actually
New Avengers?
Yeah, but they don't include House of M in there.
No, they don't. I mean, I think it springs out of something. But
okay. I thought House of M happened after it.
Are you telling me House of M is before Civil War? I'm pretty sure of that.
Wow. Okay. So they give her 2 flip outs.
Yeah. Because Civil War's the next year, so it's the next event.
And so House of M happens during New Avengers?
Yeah.
That's even lamer then. I mean,
but there's I'm looking at the event right now. There are no tie-ins for New Avengers in House of M.
No. Even though I swear, or maybe it's just that at the beginning of the House of M issues, it is the New Avengers showing up, maybe? It's been a minute since I read that.
Yeah. I thought House of M happened afterwards.
Like I was reading all that stuff when it came out.
Yeah.
I don't remember anymore, man. It kind of blurs together.
Peter, just read New Avengers.
Just read the New Avengers Omni. Love it.
Yeah.
Worry about filling in the holes
My
later.
advice to you with all comic things is just read that stuff, and if you're confused, go online and just read a little bit there and see. Even with the tie-ins with all these events, I mean, you guys have probably all read like long runs where there's stupid events interrupting them constantly.
Mm.
It usually doesn't make that much of a difference, except Axis.
No, it wouldn't have more than the Titans Omnis.
No, it has the Action Comics issues that they show up in. There's also, what else is also in there? It has an Action Comics issue. I know that for sure. And it's got a World's Finest issue also thrown in there as well. Everything else is going to be in New Teen Titans Omnibus Volume 2.
Okay, now AS is saying House of M for sure. Then it's just a question of how much more of the run you want to read. Secret Invasion, Dark Reign.
Everything you thought you knew.
Yeah, because I thought House of M took place afterwards because it
was definitely near the beginning.
Was it?
Yeah. I think Webhead is right.
Huh. Okay.
I mean, just looking at years, I'm pretty sure it's near the beginning because House of M is 2005.
And when was New Avengers?
2005.
Okay, there it is.
Oh,
I was looking as you were saying that and just happened across as you finished your sentence.
To me, that's just crazy to make Wanda lean on that Wanda trope back to back. I mean, come on. Well, now I'm talking about a book that's 20 years old, but it's still weird.
I'm still mad.
Yeah, I am kind of still mad. That's a trope.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Funny you mentioned that, Jess, because that's also Wanda's ultimate ability, technically, in Marvel Rivals.
Oh, to flip out?
Yeah, she's like pure chaos, and then your whole entire team disintegrates.
Well, okay.
It's weird, I know.
Yeah. Phew. Okay, Batman, Jess, that's the highest compliment you could give me, LOL. Okay, good. Peace and love. I'm glad I didn't insult you or creep you out in some way. Yeah, good. No, good. We're good. We're safe, Batman. Good. Now we are going into week 2, which is February 4th to February 11th. And this is Amazing Spider-Man Volume 6. This is. Go ahead. I don't even know what this. I stopped.
I don't know exactly what's in here. I'm just excited because I like Spider-Man. It's Wolfman too, so.
Okay.
Wolfman. This is the Marv Wolfman years of Amazing Spider-Man, and a lot of this is blurry for me because I read up to the Jerry Conway run of ASM. And right after that, I was like, man, you know what? Maybe it's time to take a little bit of a Spider-Man break because I did a whole entire Silver Age read-through of Spider-Man for a public speaking final project. This is Marv Wolfman's run on ASM. And they changed up the contents originally from what it was supposed to be before. I think that's actually the most interesting thing about this omnibus. When they fully solicited it in the catalog, they had a somewhat completely different set of issues versus what was previously had before it. I don't remember what the previous issues were, but they did switch them out.
That's interesting. What this doesn't run into Stern at all, does it?
No.
It's later. No. How many more before we get
the end of it and wipes out all of Roger Stern's run, and it's a whole new reality?
Does he sell his soul to the devil?
Yeah.
Is that part of it?
Mephisto shows up. Yeah.
Super awesome.
Hey, gentlemen. Whoop, go ahead.
The only thing I will say after first Amazing Spider-Man Omni Volume 6 is that it does. So the original listing had 181 to 205, annuals 12 to 13, and then Spectacular Annual number 1. The new listing, Am I?
Oh, it's
The
different.
new list, yeah, the new
I gotta
listing
update it
on
then.
Penguin Random House has it with 181 to 205 and annual number 13, Spectacular Spidey annual number 1, and then What If 1, 7, 19, and material from What If number 8. So I'm waiting on an
Okay, so
Omar
just
video
added.
to
Yeah.
see what they actually do have collected there.
I mean, it sounds like it's the same, but they added the what if stuff.
Yeah. So I would like some confirmation on that.
Hey, gentlemen, the Secret Wars was very forgettable for me. I have never been into it. Please, no hate. It's not for everybody. I get it. No hate, peace and love. I'm standing on the thin mint thing, though. You can go ahead and not like Secret Wars. Oh, I was yelling at Batmanda and the lack of Bowie Goblin. Well, okay. For people watching, if you can click on the like thumbs up to the stream, it really helps the channel. Michael, thank you. That it really does help the channel if you guys hit the thumbs up. Go hit the like button. Thank you so much, Michael, for saying that. And hello, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. If not, I hope things get better for you. That's a good way to say it. Good evening, folks. Hey, Derek, how's it going? Okay, now I know you're a troll. You are such a trolly troll. Secret Wars 2 is the only Secret Wars to get. Said no one. You're trolling. A troll. How dare you? Get off my channel. Here's Barnaby, which we talked about, and I found out through Dana from the UK that Dan Clowes did the design for these books, the cover design, which is cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah, no, not yelling at me. Not Bat. He says too many Bat family. He was yelling at, not yelling at Bat Kato. It was Batmanda. Apparently, I only need the OHC, but I'll probably get Secret Wars just so the upcoming battle. Yeah, Battle World Omnis have companies. Oh no, Jess has already started hallucinating companions.
Are the companions in the room with us?
Yeah, I've been hallucinating for 40 years now, so it's not new. Boy Wonder, Black Label, standard hardcover. We're in the second week of February. Do you know anything about this, Dom?
Yeah, this is Juniba's 5-issue story and introspective on Damian, what his character is and what he is both like as a solo Robin and also in relationship with the rest of the Bat family. It is oddly, like, not oddly, but it is very well done, very
Good.
heartwarming. There's great stuff between him and the character interactions with the rest of the Bat family. You've got really cool like African style of art done by Juniba. Like, I don't know, like somebody described it. It's very like, it's not the type of Black Label that you expect, like the, oh, there's blood everywhere, or it's much more mature. Juniba uses Black Label as sort of a extension as far as like what he can do, I guess, like as far as like expressionistic stuff with his art and how that's concerned. So 5-issue series, it's really well done, and as a Damian fan, I'm very happy that this has come out. I think you'd like it.
Okay, good. I will definitely get it.
Hopefully get the deluxe.
Yeah, I'll buy it so you get the deluxe. Exactly.
Thanks,
Chronicles of Exandria, the Mighty Nine Critical Role Chronicles. Cursed Pirate Girl. I have the first one, which I got 10 years ago, so it's taken a while for this one to come out. I definitely want to get this and read both of them. It's very interesting. If I recall correctly, it's got like crinkle-edged pages that are a little bit uneven. It opens up like a diary almost, but it's a regular graphic novel. It's really cool. Vinland is amazing. I only just watched the first season of Vinland. I seriously get into it and read the manga. Vinland is good stuff. The art and story is just spectacular. Reading Golden Age Superman right now. Man, Lois was unhinged. Just wait till you get to the 60s.
It's a completely Lois and the Silver Age is so different than the Golden Age. I actually do like Lois a lot from the Golden Age stuff. Like, at least propped up personality wise, comparing to like, how much stuff that, she took in versus Silver Age, where it's like, oh, pretty the regular Silver Age shenanigans that you get with, hey, Clark, I want to marry you. No, not today. And then you repeat that for every like 30 issues or so.
And that's what happens in Wonder Woman, the first two Silver Age Omnis, except with Steve Trevor trying to trap Wonder Woman into marrying him. He's just like Lois Lane and Superman. He keeps trying to trick or get Wonder Woman to marry him. It is very odd. It's it's very weird.
Very odd.
Here's somebody that Michael. Yes, I cannot stand the Wanda flipping out trope. How about a writer tries Wanda being the person of calming reason for a change? I'm with you. I don't like that treatment of her. Figure out a different way to start a book with a new team. Just like have people drop out because they, need to go to their day job or something and get new members. Don't have her just wipe everybody out. Spoiler alert. Here's the cream of the crop. This is the best Silver Age stuff in this person's opinion. Doom Patrol. Talk about unhinged. This is amazing that DC even published this back then. It's practically psychedelic. It's so great. This is extremely readable and extremely fun and out there, and one of the best things I think the Silver Age you can get from the Silver Age. That's just me.
I agree.
Oh, well, awesome. I appreciate that. It's almost 10 p.m. Okay, good night, Kane. Thank you for being here. Always good to see you. Does DC Finance Judas contract work as well as a standalone? You can read that by its. I would say yes, right, Dom? You can just pick up DC Finance.
Oh yeah, no. This Judas contract was the first comic that I bought, and or for Teen Titans, I should say, and it is a very, very great standalone stories featuring the characters that are who are prominent as far as their team is concerned, with Dick Grayson, Donna Troy, and Garfield Logan, and Vic Stone. You get the introduction to what, not the introduction, but you get to see what Deathstroke is about, and his mission statement, and why he is weirdly integral with every single Teen Titans run that has come out since 1982. So, yeah, I would say so.
Batman is right. Someone give Wanda a break. Yeah, justice for Wanda. I'm right there. Daredevil.
By the way, I was just going to say before we went through.
Yeah.
I was looking and they're doing I think it's a new printing of the Doom Patrol Silver Age Omnibus.
Oh, that's been out of print for a while, hasn't it? That's great. Yep. I love that book.
I saw that. I was just looking around and I was like, oh, hey, it comes out in March.
Okay. Excuse me. Okay, Doom Patrol, Daredevil, Bendis, and Mac, and Malev. This is King of Hell's Kitchen, so this is somewhere. Where did we decide? In the middle?
I think this is the third part of Bendis's run in Epic Collection.
Okay. Bendis, you are interviewing
second, third, somewhere in there. I don't know. Let me see what it collects specifically.
You don't just
I wish I was smart as Curtis on this stuff.
It's time to phone a friend.
Yeah, this is the third part of the run. I was right.
Okay.
Right on. How many? Based on that, how many we think? Like 4 or 5, or?
Oh no, this is the end. Like you got.
Oh,
What,
this is the end. They got it.
yeah,
In
this is
3.
the end of the
Okay,
Bendis run in Epics.
Okay.
gotcha. Time for Brubaker.
Right. Yo, Dom, when do you stream Rivals on Twitch? Want to see you be a capital G gamer.
I always try to shoot for Wednesday at night. Try to is the operative word. I will try to see if I can this week because I am kind of filled in as far as my schedule goes, but I will try to get that on as soon as possible.
Hey, and text me if you're going to do that because I'd like to watch too.
Okay, will do.
Yeah. TA, this is a good question. I talked to my daughter about this today. I don't know that we're going to know. This is a weird answer, but I don't know that we're going to know until we know, because the tariffs, if I am correct, are not on, they don't blanket everything that comes out of Canada and China, the two main places, plus Turkey, where books are printed. If I'm correct, he didn't specify comic books. It was other things that the tariffs were going to affect. Now that could change. I could be wrong, but I don't think we're going to know.
Yeah. We won't know until we know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one thing I think we could keep in mind too is like, it's not going to be like the book itself goes up 25% in cost, because I'm sure when you import them, it's based on the actual like cost. So if it costs them $30 to print an omnibus, they're going to pay the tariff on that. So it may not be as bad as it sounds, but we're really not going to know.
Yeah.
Based on previous tariffs that went against China, I feel like there were 2 or 3 during the first administration. I know there were at least 2.
Yeah.
And I think it was more paper prices because of the pandemic and the paper shortage that drove up prices, not the tariffs. So
right.
They might be inflated enough that they have a little more wiggle room.
Yeah.
Because of all that happened with paper
and we're still
getting into the printers and all that. Yeah.
So, it's a very complicated question. There's just, I think, too many specifics and unspecifics that we just don't know about.
Yeah,
we're not economists.
Yeah. Well, I'm a business major, but I cannot tell you with a straight face that I even know, because there's so many little details that go into the printing of these books that could literally affect what might be, hey, this is $4.49 instead of $3.99, or this is 175 versus 125. We just don't know.
Shouldn't be that bad, but yeah.
I would
guess at most you see them go up like one tier of pricing, like a 125 might become a 150 or something like that.
And it could not be affected at all if they're targeted tariffs. I'm going to think that exported comic book collections probably won't even appear on the radar compared to like oil and whatever else we get from Canada.
Yeah. Maple syrup.
No. TV. No, they may slip under the radar. I don't know. We're just going to have to see. I did not enjoy Multiverse of Madness because it just seemed to wreck Wanda's character after WandaVision. The one thing I will say about that, and I don't disagree with you, Wanda, is you did see in that movie Professor X reaching out to the real Wanda inside her mind, who is struggling to get back to herself. She did not want to be that person, and he almost reached her, but yeah, I agree with that.
I feel like that whole thing was kind of a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Like the end of WandaVision, like she kind of, it looks like, resolves things, but that last 30 seconds is like, uh-oh.
You see
not really.
Come out, yeah. Do you guys consider the new Avengers Omni a top 3 Avengers Omni? I will say I do. But that could just be
whatever.
me.
I got Hickman
there
1 and
Avengers
2 as my
Army?
2 favorites.
Hickman
yeah,
and
yeah.
Hickman 1 and 2 are my 2 favorite Avengers Omnis. Yeah, I'll put them in my top 3.
Yeah,
Why
I
not?
put that
Same.
in the top 3. 2
Yeah,
Hickman and then Bendis for sure.
same. Yeah, I would agree with that.
I was trying to think of what other ones there are. Mostly Silver Age
Perez
stuff.
and Busiek, Silver
the
Age,
ones-
Oh,
West Coast
yeah.
Avengers,
Okay.
right? Those are the other
I haven't
ones.
read Perez and Busiek, so I'll have to see
Hey,
after.
somebody out there could be like The Crossing is one of my favorites.
Yeah, they would be wrong.
That would be very fine condition.
No, I've actually never read that, and I probably won't because I have too much to read to resort to that.
I like Secret Wars and mint flavored treats. Okay, nice.
Just hitting them all. How do you feel about peanut butter?
Richard Corbin Den Volume 5. Man, they are really pumping these out now.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about this book, and I did not realize there is a lot of these. Granted, they're not super thick books, but I was surprised by how many of these are coming. Do you know anything about this?
I have the first one and I haven't read it. I'm a big Richard Corbin fan, but I've read a lot of Richard Corbin, but I haven't read Den. And honestly, I'm a little intimidated now that I know there's 5 OHCs. That's a lot. And I mean, I love Richard Corbin and I have a ton of his stuff. I know how good this is supposed to be, but even I have my limits.
Yeah, I wonder how many of these there's going to be.
Good question. I don't know off the top of my head.
I'm kind of just riding like this is one of those where people are like, "Oh, it's cool," and I'm like, "Sure, I'll buy that."
Yeah, I don't know.
This is the last one they've solicited. Maybe this is it.
Okay.
This could be it.
I've been debating between the Omni and DC Finest of Silver Age Doom Patrol. If you're debating, then the cheaper option would be the DC Finest. And if you like it, then there'll be another one and you can get that and you will have saved money. That's my advice to you. I'd go with DC Finest. Those things are nice. They have glossy pages and the binding's good and the artwork is just pops. These things are really, really good. Lance is here. Evening, everyone. Has anyone watched Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man? I had low expectations, but have actually really enjoyed it so far.
I liked it. I had no expectations, and we watched it the day we came out. Like, just sat down with the kids and watched it. It was cool. I mean, it's weird. I mean, I can't say a whole bunch because you just gotta go watch it, but I liked it for what it is. We'll see. I mean, there's only 2 episodes, so it's kind of hard to. They immediately address the not tying into the MCU thing, like the first 5 minutes. So that kind of shapes the show. So you'll see. I'd say it's worth a shot. I mean, if you've already got Disney Plus, you might as well sit down and watch it. It's only like 20-something minutes long per episode.
Maybe I should order Vinland Saga Deluxe Editions on in-stock trades before the prices go up. Prices are not going to go up that quickly on things these things have been in the pipeline a long time and they're already printed up. I mean,
yeah, they're already sitting in the warehouse. They're not going to be paying import tax on something they're not importing actively.
Yeah, I would say for the next few months, you're probably okay. And I still feel like they're going to be a little more targeted than just everything. There's a lot of misinformation out there.
Just don't panic.
Does it come from the administration itself? There has not been a lot of communication on things, so we just don't get it. If you want to get it, I wouldn't worry about prices for right now.
Yeah, stuff that's already out. I mean, generally, it's sitting in the Diamond or whoever warehouse, and they're and the retailers. So unless there's a reprint, then who knows?
Here's Jaggernaut from the Great White North. Welcome, Jag. Far Sector Deluxe. This is the second week in February. I am totally upgrading from my trade paperback to this.
For sure.
I will be giving away my Far Sector trade at some future point in a guaranteed chaotic giveaway stream. Here's Mr. Awesome. What up? Forever Evil Omnibus. For those of you who do not have it in the New 52 Justice League Omnis, here it is. I enjoyed this. And you probably will too. I thought it was very well written.
I have the Omnis, so I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good too. I hate Fairyland. Definitely getting this. Love the first two hardcovers. I feel like this has been 6 years in the making for volume 3. And he's a very busy guy, Scotty Young is. So I love this book. It's really demented. It's so cool. Kill or Be Killed Compendium. Now, I personally had the Fatale Compendium. I read it, and then I read it again because I gave a review on it. Even though I already have the wait, what am I talking about? Fatale. Even though I had the 2 hardcovers, I was looking at Kill or Be Killed and got confused. I have the 2 Fatale hardcovers, but I wanted to see how the compendium held up. So I read it twice, and then I bent the hell out of it. And I'll eventually be giving it away. But I didn't have a problem with the binding. Nothing came apart. I didn't find that it crinkled the spine. Not the spine. Oh, yeah, the facing out spine page, or it didn't. I didn't see it crinkle the spine. So I don't have. If I really wanted to read this, I would get this, and I can't promise anything, but I feel like I felt Fatale. The compendium held up really well. I know other compendiums, notably probably Irredeemable, have been known to fly apart, but those are by Boom, and these are by Image. So if you really want the story, you should get it.
Also, it's a fantastic story.
Yeah, it really is.
That might be one of my favorites.
What up, Joey? Oh, Joey watched the first episode of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and not too bad. Batmanda's leaving. Gonna go read some Star Wars comics. Have a good night. Have a good night, Batmanda. Oh, there's Webhen.
That kid came running up.
Oh, okay. I mean, you bought 6 Madman books, but I love Madman. I don't know anything about Den. That's the difference. I knew I loved all of Madman. This Russell Dodderman art book is amazing. I should do an overview of it. I should have done it 2 weeks ago when I got the Kickstarter. But this thing's beautiful. It really is. If you're a fan of Russell Dodderman.
You can show off your coins and buttons and
I
mouse pads and such.
I paid extra for a sticker sheet. I did not get any coins or bookmarks or wall calendars or anything. Yes, I think Far Sector, personally, Far Sector was a fantastic Green Lantern story. She is a very interesting addition to the Green Lantern Corps. Was really, really good. Back Kato. I'm snatching up Forever Evil. This is the event and tie-ins for Forever Evil. Yeah. It would be the whole thing. Right. I can finally finish off I Hate Fairyland. And the last book for the second week in February, Young Avengers. Not what you think. Epic. Okay, you say it. What is
Modern
this?
Era Epic Collection.
Man, that just rolls off your tongue. Stumble like badly on that. Yes, Mr. Texas event with all the tie-ins. The main portion of the event is in the second N52 Justice League Omni, but that's missing a lot of the tie-ins, which I was okay with.
Tell us how you really feel, Jess.
Well, no, I was fine with just the main event. I think he's okay. He has, he's got, he has stuff that's going on. I hope it's not a phone call from Very Fine Condition. I didn't hear the phone call.
It's got to ditch us to talk to Omar.
I know. I didn't hear the phone go off. So, starting the third week of February, February 18th, this is a book. Then we go to Beasts of Burden Omnibus, but wait, did you say
Compendium.
This? Compendium. Okay, so it's not
trade paperback.
Cover.
Yeah. Yep.
Beat It, Rufus by Noah Van Sciver. I guess Cycle Cleveland's out of the chat, or he'd be yelling about how great this book is. Because Noah Van Sciver is really great. I have no idea what's going on in this book. I've only read his mini comics that are about his life, and they're really good. I don't know what you're referring to, Remy. That I didn't see a book. I don't remember seeing a book like that. No, I didn't see a Batman book. Harley Quinn, Birth of the Mirth. I already have all these stories. I'm sure at least twice, maybe 3 times. Am I quadruple dipping on this? Yes, of course. I love Harley, and I don't mind rereading it, especially in this really nice DC Finest form. Noah Van Sciver drew some really good Mickey Mouse comics. We have some Mickey Mouse coming up that we're interested in. Okay. Now, what is that about? Beasts of Burden. I think is it good, Beasts of Burden? I missed out on Animal Castle, and I'm still looking for a good deal. The Pityma, the cover makes me nervous. Just because I don't like it when things happen to animals. But I'm not sure what happens in this book. I may need to wait. Do I have a copy of Beasts of Burden? I feel like I might, but I didn't. Oh, I do. Occupied Territory. Okay, wait. Is there any animal? Okay, animals talking to each other. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, they're talking. Wolves come upon them. Something happens. Oh, there's magic in it.
What did I miss?
The Beasts of Burden animals have magic abilities. It doesn't look like there's any animal on animal change in this. Oh dear. Something happens to somebody. There's a really bad guy. Look at that dude. He's the one that's after him. He's Beasts of Burden. But they use magic against him. There's a giant spider. Well, I'm not seeing what I was worried about was Animal danger.
I think it's just like weird occult stuff.
Yeah, I think this looks okay. I already have this oversized hardcover, and I don't know what I'm missing. An elder member of the occult battling pack of wise dogs recalls a harrowing mission. In U.S. occupied Japan after World War II, a mysterious curse creates an army of crawling, disembodied heads which threaten to overwhelm the region. Emery's and a team of canine companions attempt to solve the mystery, bringing them into conflict with a shape-changing Tanuki, evil Oni, and a horde of vengeful demons. Oh my goodness, how have I not read this? I think this looks safe for reading, Pity Ma. Okay, I will get this book. Okay. Oh, you're already buying it. Okay. I might, based on this, it looks safe and fun and full of magic. So I think this book's okay to get, but it's also what, standard size hardcover? I mean, standard size trade.
What's that you've got there, though? That looks like a nice hardcover.
Yeah, it is. I think this was the first one, and I just never got to it and didn't keep up with the other hardcovers. I have no idea if they're still in print. This is what I'd rather collect them in. I can search for them. Pretty much. Yeah, it sounds really good, Remy. And the art is really good. The art is really very good. And they're like,
I think that occupied territory one is like further in.
Oh, it is.
The series.
Not the first. Oh,
no.
Okay. Well, I will. Okay. I don't know. Okay. It sounded good. It sounds great. So I may get this book.
I'm not sure what order these go on.
Thank you, Tyler. He is holding up one of the miniseries. There are others. The omnibus isn't. The omnibus is not oversized.
This is one of those where they call it an omnibus, and it's a compendium. It's just a normal, big, thick trade paperback.
But omnibus can also mean like the full run.
Yeah.
Collected.
A more
so
traditional term. Yeah. Which I still hate. They know damn well what that means.
Tyler, do you think even though I have this one of the miniseries, should I just go ahead and get this Beasts of Burden? It sounds like I better order it separately, get it FedEx to me, and review it right away because people seem to be interested in it. I don't have Global Comics, but thank you, James. I appreciate that. So this is the whole series.
It looks to appear as so.
Okay. Okay, maybe I just sold myself on this. I think I sold other people on it too.
I don't know. I don't know if I need this. I'm definitely getting this.
I was worried, yeah. I was worried about that cover because I don't like any dog on dog like crime stuff and or anything that hurts animals. I just can't deal with. So as opposed to people, which I have no problem getting slaughtered in comics, but dog on dog. Oh, okay. This is important. It's a great series if you like what you read on the back there. They're different little arcs, but I will say some may break your heart. Okay, Tyler, thank you. Maybe I'll just stick with this book. I don't know. That's good info. Thank you, Tyler. Tyler, letterer extraordinaire for many famous comics. Okay, Beat It, Rufus. We don't know what it's about, but no, Van Sciver's cool. Harley Quinn, Birth of the Mirth. I'm getting Guardians of the Galaxy Epic Collection. Quest for the Shield. This is the third week in February.
This is the Jim Valentino run of Guardians.
Oh, and I am so getting this with a red lantern on the cover. You better believe it. Justice Society of America. Heck yes.
This is the ending to Jeff Johns' incredibly delayed and short stint on his second go around on JSA.
Okay. It's not dog on dog that will break your heart. Well, if it's human on dog, then then I can't read it. But there's one that you won't forget. Is there human on dog tragedy? Because fuck that. I'm not reading that. But I'm reading this just based on the cover. It's got to be awesome. You bring a red lantern into anything, and I'm reading it. Would it be an Omnidog stream without Jess convincing himself to get even more books? No.
True.
Does Quest for the Shield also have Avengers Korvac Saga by Perez? Ew. Wait, where was Quest for the Shield?
The Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, that's
Epic
Quest for
Collection.
the Shield? This is Quest for the Shield. Does it have Korvac Saga?
It does appear to have that in there.
Good question, Axel.
Yeah,
Love
it's in there.
Whoa, good question. Yeah, it does. Need to finish the whole series in Epics. Third week in I love this book already. This is a library-sized complete collection of kabuki. It's huge. It's going to be like monster-sized Hellboy, I think, if it's library edition. And those 4 books were pretty chunky. This is David Mack's opus. It's his
that book is absolutely massive.
Let me see if I can send a link to said.
Yeah, so it was on like Twitter, right?
Yeah, let me see if I can send it.
What, art?
There we go. Just
is this art from it? Oh,
that is a chunker.
Okay, this is how big. Wow. Okay, let me share this. Thank you, Dom, for that. This shows you how big it is. That was a big book.
Yeah, that second image. That's the one where I was like, oh my God.
Second image, is there?
Yeah, I sent another one in the chat as well.
Oh, you sent another one. Okay, wait. Okay.
Ridiculously.
Oh, wow. Okay, let me share this one. Share this tab instead. Okay, are you seeing it now?
Yeah, it's big.
That is, holy smoke. That I might get that just for the fun of it. Even though it did tail off for me. Whose collection is this? How'd they get this first?
That's what I'm asking. Oh, it might be David Max. I have no idea, actually.
That's interesting if it was David Max. Let's, Mike or not.
We need to understand.
Yeah, let's look at what David Max collection looks like. Rubber Band, Plastic Man. That's cool. Rubber Banded. Cruel Summer.
Hey, look, there's Cruel Summer. That's that book you need. Guy who just bought the other 3 hardcovers.
Yeah.
Also, I'm sorry to inform you, it's an absolutely impossible to find for a decent price.
Which one is? Cruel Summer?
Cruel Summer.
Oh, yeah.
I was able to find
looked
one
after I
in
told you that, and I was like, oh, yeah. I feel bad now.
I got one in Hawaii, though, Jess.
A Cruel Summer?
Cruel Summer, yeah.
Not Hawaii?
Yeah.
When were you there?
My family and I went on vacation there in April of 2023.
Oh, and you found it there.
Yeah, I convinced my parents if I could go to a comic shop in like Honolulu or whatever city we were staying in.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, lo and behold, I got to talk with somebody there who apparently like knows about like the comic shop that I go to.
Oh,
And yeah, we connected there, and he showed me, yeah, we have all the Brubaker stuff here, and I'm like, oh, there it is. They have a copy of Cruel Summer.
nice. And let's see. Let's examine this collection further. That looks like Kirby Fourth World Absolutes just above.
Yep, on the top.
Right there. We've got some kind of Iron Man goofball pop thing. I can't see what else is in there, but we got action figures here. Pop over here on the left. So this is a very eclectic collection. I'm going to say this is David Mack's collection. I'm just going to I will just say this is David Mack's collection. And anybody that says I'm wrong, I'm not going to share that.
David, I'll hear nothing else.
No, yeah,
it was from a tweet, wasn't it, Tom?
Yeah, it's from a tweet.
These were both from Discord, so you had them in your Discord.
Yeah.
Somebody had posted about it.
You got to reverse search the thingy.
Yeah. Curses.
What is this getting about? What is this about? I'm getting a she vibe. That's a chonker. This is what I'm reading. Occupied territory is fine for you. There's just one issue. One of the minis were more or less one and done stories that had something that will probably be too much for you. Okay. Thank you, Tyler. That's perfect. I'll just stick with occupied territory. Thank you. You don't see the action, but the aftermath. Okay. Thank you, Tyler. You did your job nicely. I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's get back to that. Kabuki. Share. Okay, there we go. Oh, here's Cliff on Comics. I apologize. I haven't returned your email, Cliff. I'll do that tomorrow. I apologize. I haven't responded, and you sent me an email like a week ago. I'm not good at returning things. Holy Hannah. Yeah, it's a big book. No Concept has that Beastie Boys book. Okay, cool. I didn't even know it was a thing. Any rumors of Dark Horse doing a Lone Wolf and Cub Deluxe edition like the Berserk books? Germany has large-sized Lone Wolf and Cub books. I don't know. What? Oh, was Camelot 3000 in that collection? If that's how you're judging a collection, I have that. Deluxe edition. Oh, I used to be able to put my hands right on it. Camelot 3000, where are you? No. Maybe down there. Ha! Here it is. Check it out. I'm as cool as David Mack. Hold on.
It is cool you have that, though.
Josh Greathouse is getting this. The Marvel Comics covers of Jack Kirby, 1961 through 1964. Those are some memorable covers. Memorable. And I feel like we're still in the third week of February. You will, Clip. I promise. Omnidog Vault Discord. Comic Releases Discord. I go into Comic Book Releases Discord like once a month, and there's just too much going on in there for me. It is. I show up in there, and everybody starts hitting me up with. They're very nice, but it's like my Discord is like very calm and quiet, and I go into your guys' Discord. It's like, Jess, what's up? Hey, come on, let's. What do you think of this? What do you think of that? I'm like, whoa, let's take it easy, guys. What? Very active. Their Discord is very active.
It can be.
Yeah, which is if you're asking about Kabuki, the answer is yes, very much so. It's his own. It's his complete own book that David Mack does. So yeah. You're welcome. It says Jack Kirby on it. I'm going to buy it. Who could blame you? Okay. Fantastic Four. This is the remastered Marvel Masterworks Fantastic Four Volume 3. So I assume this is remastered. Okay. So this says Jack Kirby on it. Are you buying this, Brian 12-ish? Here's Prez with Josh Greathouse best friend Ben Caldwell on art with fabulous writer Mark Russell on it. This is a deluxe, and I've been waiting for the deluxe. I forget what it's about. It started out as like a young adult book in a little like compact sized or digest sized.
I guess they changed the trade dress for this specific deluxe. Let me see if I can send it.
Yeah, I think the smaller one's definitely not this interesting.
Oh no, that is the right cover. They just changed the like letter boxes and whatnot around it.
Oh, okay. What am I showing here that you just showed me?
Oh, yeah, that's just the updated one
of
the cover for Prez.
So it's not this?
Oh, they changed, like, it's the brand new DC Bullet logo, and then on top of and all that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's okay.
That's okay.
Can you shout out my husband Peter DeLuca? He loves X-Men so much. Work husband. Okay. Shout out Peter, since you love X-Men so much. What's going on there? That's funny. I'm fine with whatever. Work husband, peace and love. It all works for me. Might be an exception since I've got the Omnis. That's fair. Okay, Secret Wars Battle World.
There we go.
I have all the trades for this. This is something I reviewed. This might have been 2016. This might have been one of my first videos when I did this Hickman read through. But I read all the Battle World and all the War Zones books. Some are great. Some are a bit mid. Some are very good. I might be convinced to upgrade. Because it's got the A-Force comic in it, which was kick ass and led to a stupidly short-lived series because it was a really cool series with those characters in it. But there were a lot of interesting stories in here. I even like the weakest ones, I thought had a kernel of interesting story in them, even if they weren't standout. But there's some. I found Battle World and War Zones had some really good comics in them. The good outweighs the mid in these books, I would say. So I may get this.
He may get this. He may upgrade his trades to the full tie-in set.
May.
Like
Yeah, and I'm gonna sell this book, which is apparently ridiculous. Why do I even own it?
You can sell it in new condition.
This companion,
Mint condition, unwrapped, sealed.
Yeah, come on, it's a rare book. Nobody wants it. Okay, so everybody should get that. Strange Girl reprint. That's a much cooler cover than the one I have. This is Remender.
Yeah. It's such an imperfect book, but I still love it. It is so ridiculous.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. It is
Imperfect.
incredibly but the adventure you go on,
yeah,
I still love it.
I agree with that. I need to go on just a big binge of all my library size. Actually, I don't have that one's not library size, it's just oversized. But all my Remender books. I should just that's a pretty tall order. Yeah, but I love Remender's. I love a lot of Remender's stuff. Okay. Teenage Mutant Turtles, Mirage Years, OHC. So I'm sure this is important to you turtle heads out there, you shell heads. Wonder Woman Golden Age, Volume 6. And the end of the third week of February, X-Force Toy Soldiers. I will admit I loved that X-Force omnibus. It was cheesy 90s comics, but I still found it really fun and interesting. We go on to the last week of February 25th. Here it is.
It's here. Everybody can
be here.
There it is.
And after this sells out, they'll reprint Absolute Transmetropolitan Volume 1 for December
2025.
Now, it's funny. Some things have been selling out or disappearing. Like Daredevil Volume 2 went kind of quick.
Mr. Miracle by Tom King, Mitch Gerads.
That went kind of quick. I'm curious as to whether or not this might go kind of quick too. This is waited on for a very long time.
I'm assuming it's going to be a lot shorter of a print run too, because it's a Volume 3 and not a Volume 1 or like the second part of a set, like a lot of people have been anticipating. So who knows? It might.
Yeah. This might be a candidate. I'm not trying to FOMO you guys, but if you want it, I would pay attention to this the day of. Amazing Spider-Man with the blue Spider-Man that I want an action figure of. It's not really blue Spider-Man. It was pointed out to me by Webhead. It was just artistic rendition. It was coloring and shadowing and stuff below him, but I thought there was a blue Spider-Man, and I was like, I want that action figure, all blue. That'd be cool.
This is so somebody I think asked earlier in the stream if this had the same contents as Omni 6. Kind of does. Yeah. This one collects 186 to 206 versus 181 to 205.
Okay, Mr. Tex. You do you. Get Kabuki. I know those 4 volumes have been way out of print for a way long time, so this is a chance to get Kabuki. I will say Kabuki starts off it starts off very understandable, and then I feel like it goes the last 2 books for me, it kind of went a little Morrison-y for me. That could be a me problem. I think I said that in the recorded collected editions thing. That Kabuki book, it got just a little too out there for me, but that's me. So people out there might really dig Kabuki if you haven't read it before. I mean, he poured his heart and soul into that thing. He wrote it, drew amazingly. That never stops. The art is just crazy good throughout the whole thing. So that could be. Oh, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything like that. It's possible though, but I mean, there are various levels of Morrison understandableness. Like Klaus from Klaus Volume 1 to The Filth at Klaus at number 1 and The Filth at number 10. Various things fall in there. Like Nameless is 9 on that understandably thing. Like Klaus is number 1. Morrison New X-Men is 2 or 3. Very understandable. Who's upset? Morrison Green Lantern, that's a 4 maybe. So I don't know, it depends. Oh, Jim has trivia. Transmet was a Helix title for 1 year before being rebranded Vertigo. Thank you, Jim. And thank you, Black Canary. Oh yeah, Invisibles to me is a 9. Like just below Filth. It's a me problem again. Invisibles couldn't understand. Animal Man, solid 3. Very understandable, very cool. Groundbreaking, trend-setting Animal Man was. What are some other Grant Morrison books?
Seven Soldiers of Victory.
Oh, Seven Soldiers of Victory is a 2. That thing's awesome. I love that book. How about, okay, keep going. What are some other Morrison books? I'll rate them for you.
Batman and Robin by Grant Morrison.
I think that's a 2. That's readable and understandable. Is Batman maybe a 3? It's got he pulls on those cool Silver Age concepts and creates reinterprets Batman of Zur-En-Arrh. It helps if you have the Black Case book, but that thing has been out of print for 15 years. So
Multiversity.
I found Multiversity very readable. I would give it a 3. I'd give it a 3 also. People are saying JLA.
Yeah.
I think
it's like
that's
an
a
easy
3.
one for me.
It's a what?
I that for me is like the most readable Grant, at least for me.
Yeah, that could be a 2. Doom Patrol, that's a 4, but still excellent. Final Crisis, 8. Yeah, I own it. I read it several times. Oi, it, and I
That
know
actually could be a fun idea, just like making your own video on like what your opinions are on Grant Morrison books on the scale that you created.
Oh, that is a good idea. I don't have any. I'm in the new room, so I don't have any paper. That's a good idea. Except I don't have Nameless anymore. I got rid of it because I couldn't freaking understand it.
Rip. Yeah, they did write Vampirella too. Grant Morrison did write.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, somebody. I think it was our this channel sponsor OPB. They had some of those hardcovers that were on sale, and I was like, "Oh, there's Grant Morrison stories in these. Do I want to buy a book that I usually don't buy often?" I skipped out on it, but someday I'll get into it.
This is very readable. It's Morrison and Miller back when they were friends. Vampirella, Volume 1. Let me see if the same. Then there's a master series of Vampirella, which is chunky, and it also contains. It's more like a sampler of. There's a whole creator series, and I'm going to do something on Vampirella later in the year. There's a whole creator series: Warren Ellis, Mark Miller, Kurt Busiek, James Robinson. And another one by Miller. So yeah, they've got a lot of big creators on that. In this is like a sampling of all those books that I just showed you. Oh, Mike Carey, Kurt Busiek, Jeff Loeb, Alan Moore. I forgot about that. These are great books. I need to, and yeah, I'm going to be doing a Vampirella, how to get started in Vampirella, Deja Thoris, and Red Sonja later in the year. Yeah. That's a good idea, though, Dom. Thank you. Okay. No worries. Um, Red Sonja versus Vampirilla by Abnett was a huge dud for me. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Tex. This year, I'm going to go deep into Vampirilla. Got those archives, then aiming for everything post-Warren. Well, even I stopped at volume 12 on the archives. I just couldn't. I think there's like 17. I just couldn't do it. But I've tried to get everything from Dynamite. And that's going to be... that's a book. That's a video I want to make. Where to start on Vampirilla.
That would be a fun series.
Sorry?
That would be a fun series.
Grant Morrison.
Well, both would be fun.
Yeah. But the Grant Morrison one.
Yeah, just to see like if people agree on it or not. Because I think, I mean, as a Grant Morrison fan, I find a lot of what they do. I mean, sometimes I need a couple of rereads, but I still end up loving it. But I would love to hear what your thoughts are on what you applause as quote unquote readable.
Yeah.
And then what you applause as it's super dense. I need to break through it or understand more to get through it or read more to get through it. That in itself would be fun.
Yeah. Let's see. There's also Joe the Barbarian, Flex Metallo, Kid Eternity.
We Three.
Sebastian O, Kill Your Boyfriend,
Marvel Boy.
What's that?
Marvel Boy.
Marvel Boy.
Yeah,
I don't think I have that. Is that
Marvel
Kern?
Boy and Fantastic Four 1, 2, 3, 4 with Jay Lee?
Oh yeah. Okay, maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do the video where I give my ratings and then you give your ratings.
That would be fun.
Okay.
The Green Lantern.
Yeah. Oh, Wonder Woman, Earth 1.
Yeah.
I found that very readable.
Kid Eternity.
Yep. Kid Eternity.
I think you mentioned that. Yeah.
Kill Your Boyfriend. I thought that was readable. Very readable. Joe the Barbarian, of course, very readable.
Yeah. Superman and the Authority with Mikhail Yanin that sort of intersects with the PKJ run.
That was so good.
Yeah, I love
that.
I'm
glad they're including it in the omnibus because that was never it was never really promoted as being needed for the Warworld saga, but it really is.
Mm-hmm.
It's very much needed. Mystery play, right?
Yeah.
So the Barbarian, yeah. Okay, 15. Good. Grant Morrison is really good. I love his series, The Invisibles. Mwah! Okay, good. And Kill Your Boyfriend was really good. I also liked Kill Your Boyfriend. Space Ghost from Dynamite is awesome from Dynamite. There's also some Judge Dredd by Morrison, which is not readable because it's pretty bad. Really?
Grant's got a lot of 2000 AD stuff.
Yeah, I wonder if I've got. Oh, you know what? I do have it. I have a big Herkin chunk of Judge Dredd right here. That's written by a lot of famous writers. Let's see. This is by John Wagner, Alan Grant, Garth Ennis, Complete Case Files 15, number 16, Alan Wagner, John Wagner, Alan Grant, Garth Ennis, 17, Garth Ennis, Alan Grant, Garth Ennis, Mark Miller, and then Grant Morrison, Mark Miller, Garth Ennis for 19. Of course, these are things that I bought and just haven't read yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I know what I know a little. I own them. Boy, I own a lot of Judge Dredd. I really love that character. Okay, what were we talking about? Blue Spider-Man? Okay.
Yeah, you wanted a Blue Spider-Man, and this epic collection has a lot of the same issues as the 6th omnibus of ASM.
Right. Okay. World's Finest, Volume 5.
Yeah, issues. So this is not a recap, but if you want to see the origin stories or Mark Waid's canonized telling of the origins of how Batman and Superman met, how Joker and Lex Luthor met. This is all in this specific hardcover.
Yeah, I'm totally getting this, and you're welcome for the omnibus.
Thank you.
Now I think since I have this in trade, it comes in trades. This book comes between trade number 6 and trade number 7 by Mark Waid.
And this is directly after Waid Omnibus Volume 2.
Is there going to be 3 volumes?
There should be at least 3 volumes of Mark Waid's Flash.
Okay, I have the complete run in trade paperback. Then OPB sending me volume 2, and I immediately thought, oh, now I have to upgrade, but maybe I should just leave my trades as they are and give that book away after I overview it.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Tex has been waiting for this deluxe. The Flash by Grant Morrison and Mark Miller. Good job waiting. World's Finest has been so good. Sad to see more leave, but still a killer series, in my opinion.
I find Wade's return at DC so interesting because he is reincorporating a lot of those golden and silver age elements into plenty of his books. I mean, he's doing it again in Justice League Unlimited, which is where Mora decided to go off to. And then, of course, Stan Mora is also now the main artist on Williamson's Superman. So yeah, I'm planning to do a video down the line someday on because it's been almost 5 years since Waid returned to DC. And I think there's enough to say about his return in the last half decade to warrant a retrospective on it.
Nice. Okay, actually, I'm thinking more and more about that video about Grant Morrison, Dom, and I think I have some ideas.
Yes.
There's also Superman New 52 that he did.
Yeah, Action Comics New 52. Well, yeah,
okay.
Action Comics New 52 with Rags Morales.
Yeah. We already said the Wonder Woman, Batman, of course. Green Lantern. Okay, yeah, I have an idea. I think you and I have a good idea for you and I. Oh yeah, of course, Arkham Asylum.
Yeah,
he took his money
with Dave McKean.
Yeah, he took his money from that and went on.
That is where most of Grant's money, at least from what people tell me, that is where Grant Morrison.
He got $1 million for that. And he took
a movie. Everybody wanted to read Batman. It was one and done.
Yeah, and everybody. I mean, he took a worldwide trip for like a year on the money he made. From this, which I say, good for him.
Good for Grant.
Yeah, that's an absolute. I should get the art is so great.
It is.
Is that in print though?
Yeah, the absolute still. It got reeditioned last year.
Okay.
So. Should be able to get it.
He was banned from DC?
He voluntarily left from DC. He left in 2009? 2010. 2010 is when he made the jump over to Marvel.
Okay.
That's how we got I got a really, really awesome Daredevil run out of it. So I'll take this stuff over at Marvel.
Yeah. I actually have that Zenith book that just got mentioned. Where is it? Somewhere in here. I should have a Grant Morrison section, but it
should. I mean, I do.
I do have my writers like Brubaker and stuff separated, but he's written so much for DC that I have that in like the DC Deluxe section. Where is Zenith? I feel it's like right in front of me and I'm missing it. Here it is. This is Zenith that he wrote. And that's what Efren is saying. Highly recommend Morrison Zenith from their 2000 AD stuff. Schmancy.
I'm jealous that you have that.
Are you?
Yes, because I'm missing stuff in my collection.
Your Grant Morrison collection?
Yeah. But I guess if you don't have Marvel Boy and I do, maybe that makes it even. I don't know.
Yeah. When did Marvel Boy come out?
Like early 2000?
Oh, also, Sea Guy.
Oh, that's
Sea Guy
right.
was
Yes.
great. Why don't I have Marvel Boy?
That's a good question. Probably because it was never released in a. It might have been released in a premiere hardcover, but I have the trade paperback.
And
That's the only thing I've seen of it. So,
and that's obviously a Marvel book.
it's obviously a Marvel book, and yeah, that Marvel Boy appears in Kieran Gillen's. Like, he's a very integral part of Kieran Gillen's Young Avengers run with Jamie McKelvey.
Well, freaking frick! How did I miss that? Damn
It's
it.
Novar. Come on, Jess.
What? I don't even what? Huh. Okay, I think we could have a lot of fun if we did that. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a
I'm
great
down.
idea. And we could keep it to like 40 minutes so people would watch it, because if we did 2 hours, people wouldn't watch it. But
I'm
okay,
so down.
I have an idea. This would be fun for us. Dom, how would I go about stealing all your knowledge in your brain? That's his superpower. Not only does he know comics like this, but he knows the NBA like this. We got an education on the NBA when we talked to Dom on the phone. That was awesome. I think that's just how his brain works. That same with Peter M and X-Men and a lot of Marvel stuff. Curtis is that way with a lot of
Comic strips
and classic comic strips and Marvel epic stuff. Omar's that way with a lot of Marvel books and DC books.
I'm just thankful to have a brain that likes retaining information, and it's how I've gotten through with college so far. If it hadn't been for that, I mean, Lord knows where I'd be, but I'm thankful that my brain is just like, hey, a solicitation comes out, you just got to remember it so you can talk to people about it. And the other thing too is, like, running a website like Comic Releases, people do expect a lot more out of you because you do run something like that. And I feel like if I don't know what's coming up or what's on the table for comics, I'm going to be failing a lot of people if I don't. So it's the least that I can do to at least inform people of, hey, this book got pushed to this date, or this thing collects that, or hey, there's this one story that I really like. Like, even if I don't remember like all the finer details of it, I try to, because I mean, so many people have published so many cool books over the years that I want to pay tribute to all the hard work that they put in. So I owe it to them, and I think the same goes for, well, everybody who should be reading comics. So
Yeah. Didio and Wade had a well-publicized dust up. The day Didio left DC, Wade signed off for a new series. Okay.
you know, it's funny, Dr. Elevator, because when I did my interview with Mark Wade, I asked him what made you want to go back to DC, and he said, oh, new management came in, and I was like, yeah, you can probably put the pieces together.
Okay. Interesting. You got the tea.
I did.
Well, James, this is a good point, but I was actually thinking of making it pre-recorded. We'd record it and then release it. And I think that chat participation is high in these live ones, but they don't get much traction afterwards. Live streams don't. I'd like to make it like a 45-minute recorded one, and I think more people would watch it, and more people would watch it maybe all the way through or get through a big chunk of it. So that's I know what you're saying, James, but for pre-recorded stuff, if it's too long, I don't think people necessarily tune into a big chunk of it. I understand what you're saying, though. I see that Curtis got another Omni. He did? That's controversial. What's that? When did he get?
That's a good question. I actually don't know.
What one did he get, Mr. Tax? Michael says, I've been loving the stream. Thank you for staying up and doing this. Oh,
Thank you
so
for watching.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's fun. I love talking comics.
Yeah, this is great. Hack Slash, Volume 5.
If you like your Tim Seeley big old butts, this is the book for you.
I honestly don't know anything about this, but I have Volume 1 and I still haven't read it yet. It sounded good. The description sounded good, but people have said that I won't like it. And I'm like, So I've been leery to buy any more before I actually read the book, the first one.
Might be time.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, you got the DC Marvel Amalgam Omnibus. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Tex. Hellblazer, Dead in America. Beyond Comics, the Kiwi YouTuber. Not YouTuber. I don't think he has a YouTube channel. He posts a lot on Instagram. But we'll be reviewing this book when he's on in February. February 22nd will be Beyond Comics, and he and I are going to review this, and I need to read it digitally.
This was so good. Yeah, I read this in preparation for. Okay, I'm going to stop flexing, but I will say this series, I really, really wish that DC just gave Spurrier the full runway to do a super long Hellblazer epic.
Agree.
And the fact that they cut it at like 11 issues the first time or what, I'm like, this is too short. So I'm really happy that DC gave him another shot to go back on with the same artist, Aaron Campbell. Yeah, it's so haunting, man. I love it. And this is, this was my gateway, or second gateway, I should say, into John Constantine. First into the one where it's him separate from the DC universe. He's in his own little spin-off. He doesn't have to worry about Zatanna or Swampy or the other magic characters that he's in Justice League Dark. It's just him doing his own thing, and it is super well done.
And during the pandemic, the Minister of Comics and I interviewed Cy Spurrier, and
I watched it live, I think.
You did? Live?
Yeah, I don't think. Well, yeah, this was way before we knew each other, Jess. But yeah, I do remember watching that live.
Oh, he was such a good guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the interesting thing. The minister and I must have done 15 interviews with like Greg Rucka and Cy Spurrier, Rom V.
Those are big names.
Yeah. And every single Mark Wade, every single creator could not have been nicer. They were genuinely nice. I think that Greg Rucka would have talked to us for 4 hours. He was so just relaxed, having fun with it. And of course, my favorite one was the one I did with Michael Allred. But that's one thing about these creator interviews is I have found them all to be almost just sweethearts. They are just genuinely good people.
Yeah, Spurrier was the same for me. I mean, we only had scheduled for it to be like a 1 hour conversation on Flash, and we talked for like 1 hour and like 20 minutes, recorded, and then like an extra 40 minutes after. Like we had a chat after, and I was like, "This is so cool."
You're talking Cy Spurrier,
right? Yeah, but yeah, I'm seriously like a lot of these guys are like. The people that you just talk to, like who make comics, like they are usually like the nicest people like ever. And I think a lot of them are flattered that, they like their work. You want to talk to them about it and share it with other people. And that has been, again, like biggest blessing I think for me was just to, you know, get a chance to talk about these guys when they could be doing comics or doing something else. You know, they decide to say, hey, like I'll take a couple of hours out of my time to talk to these
Yeah.
people, and it's so awesome. I don't deserve it. I know a lot of us don't, but it's still so cool just to talk to them about how how they develop their stories and how they master their craft and put it on a page. Like, it's awesome, and Spurrier was no exception to that at all. Like, there were moments in our chat where I was literally thinking, I'm gonna cry with him talking about all the energy he puts into his books.
Yeah.
So,
and at heart, I think they're comic nerds like we are. They just love comics, and they're so excited. Their job is writing comics. So it's really cool. Oh, thank you, Pity Ma. Love Jess and Company Live. You're a sweetheart. Thank you. Dead in America has been so good. Probably top 3 favorite read last year. Now that Vertigo is coming back, maybe Spurrier can come back to the character, right? Right. I think Vertigo is the creator-owned line, and Black Label is the DC character-owned line. So
I think I asked Spurrier about that, John Remy, and I think what he told me was like it's very confusing. But if the character, I think, has appeared in the DC universe like 2011 in post, they characterize that as Black Label. And if they and if it's like something that they own or something that they self-publish, they're gonna consider that to be Vertigo. That is what Spurrier has told me about Hellblazer, or the weird abouts around that. It's very confusing because it was originally Vertigo, right?
Yeah.
Now it's Black Label. So
right.
I don't know.
Well, it started out as DC, and then they created Vertigo and folded Hellblazer into same with Sandman. They became Vertigo titles. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just grateful they've given him the chance to write this book, and he needs to keep writing it, because and I've said this a million times before, since Hellblazer issue 300 finished, this is the first time I feel somebody has gotten Constantine's voice right.
Agreed.
Besides the JLD, I think both JLD New 52 and especially JLD Rebirth, they've gotten his voice right. But oofa, New 52 and the Rebirth and Convergence and those things, wow, not good at all.
Yeah.
But Spurrier nails it.
I think he just loves John Constantine, understands that he works best when he's solo and you can put him in his own universe where he's figuring out what the heck's going on with the world around him. And the way that like you said, he nails the character and gets the setting around him right. Like, it feels like you're reading Garth Ennis or Jamie Delano, Hellblazer. I think he was the first person to do that. And that's why I tell people, like, even though this is the second time, like, I'm sort of reading a Hellblazer version, that this is the first time I feel like this is John Constantine as he was intended to be. And Dead in America very much feels like an extension of his first series.
Totally agree. JLI Born Again, is this volume 2?
Yeah, volume 1.
Volume 1, okay.
So if you don't want the Omnis, you want the regular TPBs. Although I'm curious, they're probably going to put DC Finest out of this at some point, you think? So
okay.
I don't know. I want to know like what their reasoning is, if like they're going to double end, like say when we eventually do get DC Finest JLA, for example, right, with Grant Morrison / Mark Waid or that era. They also printed out thick trade paperbacks of Grant Morrison and Mark Waid's like era JLA. You know, why do you have like two completely separate formats? It feels like a lot of double dipping, but alas, that's just me.
Okay, and okay, Cycle, you've left the chat, but here's your Jaime Jamie Hernandez life drawing from Love and Rockets. Invincible Iron Man, Masterworks, volume 18. Nice. New Mutants Fallen Angels. I love this run. I love it a lot. This is an epic collection. The Shining. Webhead and I covered this in the collected editions pre-recorded one. This is for the Shining movie fanatic. It's not really a comic book at all. It's like behind the scenes stuff from The Shining, extras, and it's a Taschen book. It's not really a graphic novel. It's for like a Shining fanatic that wants photos, scripts, deleted scripts, all kinds of stuff. It's 2 volumes.
Mm-hmm.
Trigun Maximum Ford Deluxe.
Come back, Josh.
Yeah, Josh, where are you? Here, this is what you want. And here is the book that I'm actually most excited about. I believe this is, and I don't believe, I know this is a European book that got translated. Mickey Mouse and the Amazing Lost Ocean. Definitely getting this, and I'm glad we showed in the pre-recorded one that Webby and I did. We showed art from this. It's phenomenal, and I think the writing is probably amazing too, but the art was just astonishing. I definitely want this. This looks like it's an oversized OOHC oversized hardcover. So this is going to be a biggie. This is something I want to get, read, review right away. Yeah, Pity Ma, if you want to see more art, it's the last part of my pre-recorded one that just came out this morning with Webhead, and you can see it in that. We have like 8 panels of really cool art that we showed. It's gorgeous. So well, we've been on for a while and we've been talking for a while. Okay, good. Yeah, I think you'd really dig it, Pity Ma. Should we actually, I kind of need to go to bed, but
I feel there. I mean, it's 11:26, so
yeah. We've talked about everything. We can go over it again really quick, and you guys can tell me whoever's still here can tell me what books you're most interested in. Absolute Power, Batman and Robin, first week of February, Black Panther, Captain America Epic, Dark Web. Don't say anything bad because I still have to overview it, even though you guys did. Teen Titans, Judas Contract, Flash Mark Wade, Omni, Volume 2. Great live. I haven't been chatting, but watching was a blast. Thank you for being here, Javi. Marvel Age. I didn't get the smaller one, so I'll get the bigger one. Prince Valiant. Ronin Island. How many issues are in this? Because I have 2 of the trades, and I might as well just get rid of those. And where is
Ronin Island collects?
Where's Ronin Island?
Issues 1 through 12 for only $20.
Oh no, wait! I've got all 3. Okay, nope, don't need it. But it's I don't know. It looks actually.
He's back, and the kid's asleep.
No. Miles got Giovanna's foundation all over the carpet.
Oh dear. That sounds like you have kids.
And she's black, so it's a very dark color.
Oh.
So we were cleaning that out.
Okay. Kids will be kids. Ronin Island. Hana and Kenichi are too young to remember the Great Wind, a catastrophic event that devastated 19th century China, Korea, and Japan. They were raised in the aftermath on Ronin Island, where survivors found refuge in a place where differences were forgotten and a unified society were formed. But when the shogunate comes back to power, demanding a return to the ways of the past, Hana and Kenichi must prepare to defend their home and all that it represents from the warlord's forces and confront an even more deadly threat clawing out of the devastation of the great wind. Whoa! This sounds so cool. Okay, well, I'm glad I have all three. I'm going to read all three, and I will. I encourage you to get this. It looks boss. Secret Wars, which contains Secret Wars Last Days of the Marvel Universe, Secret Wars Volume 1, Secret Wars Volume 2 from 1986, by Bendis. It's really big.
I think, yeah, it's got Secret War, New Avengers.
Yeah.
It's got Secret
I think
Wars
House of
2.
M is in there too.
It's got Never Secret Wars. It's got Secret War by Brian just regular war without the S, right?
Yeah, this is 3,000 pages. This is the biggest Omni they've ever made.
3,000 pages for the simple price of $125, but Unreal collects these two. No, it does not. It does not.
Vinland Saga. This is the end of February 1st. Amazing Spider-Man Volume 6.
February 4th.
What? Oh, sorry. The end of February 4th. DC Teen Titans, Dead in America, Doom Patrol, and maybe Kabuki. Okay. Barnaby. I think
I'm definitely getting that Amazing Spider-Man.
I'd like to get volume 1 of that and check it out. Boy Wonder, you talked me into this. This sounds really interesting.
I love this book.
Oh, good.
You'll love it too.
Good. Chronicles of Exandria. Cursed Pirate Girl. Doom Patrol.
Sponsored by Jess and Grant Morrison.
That's right.
Apparently, okay, another thing. On Very Fine Conditions, DC Finest stream, Mark Wade said that Grant Morrison loves Silver Age Doom Patrol and finds it as like one of the foundational books for team drama and emotional, like everything that you would want in a team book, essentially.
And they're used really well in Mark Wade's World's Finest Volume 1.
I would agree.
Really well. Daredevil, the end of the Bendis run.
Yep.
Cool. Volume 5 of Den, Richard Corbin. Farzak.
I cannot wait. I'm real quick because I didn't get a chance to speak on this.
Sure.
I'm really glad that they're adding the DC Power one shot and extra material where Joe Mullane did show up and decided to slap it all in this deluxe edition. I find that really, I find that really cool. Yeah.
Oh, good.
So there's extra material in here that hasn't been collected before in the Far Sector Compact and the regular trade.
Oh, that's awesome. Forever Evil, which contains the tie-ins, which the new 52 JL did not. So this makes it. Oh, Kabuki and Forever Evil will be the big orders I work towards starting now. Flash Deluxe will be a distant third. Okay. I Hate Fairyland. Very excited for this.
Walked right by him as he had a full. So all.
Kill or Be Killed Compendium.
Miles.
I heard a teeny family drama back there. That's sweet.
This might be my favorite Brubaker book. Brubaker Phillips collaboration.
Super trippy. I loved this.
Hits hard home, but it hits hard well in every aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Art of Russell Dauterman. Young Avengers. That's the end of February 11th week. Mm-hmm. This book, Beast of Burden Omnibus, which thanks to Tyler Smith, I know that I should just stick to the book I have. That is super good info. Thank you. Beat It, Rufus, Noah Van Sciver, Harley Quinn,
yes.
of course. Pitima getting Beast of Burden. Awesome.
We got 3 epic DC Finest collections, by the way. For those trade paperback waiters, this is the best DC Finest week in terms of consistency that we've had so far. Judith Contract, Harley Quinn, and Doom Patrol Silver Age.
Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy, Quest for the Shield, which contains the Korvac saga. We learned Justice Society, Red Lantern cover. Don't even care what the insides are. I have to have that cover. And if a Red Lantern's in it, the answer is yes. Because I like his Justice Society a lot. Kabuki, the big honkin' chonker. Marvel Comics covers of Jack Kirby. Fantastic Four. It started on Yancey Street. Volume 3. What remastered? That's
Remaster works. Like a broken record.
I'm a record that skips. Prez, Secret Wars Battle World, which I am strongly considering. Hey, Jesse, say what? What's up? I don't think that book was mentioned at all, Mr. Tex.
Yeah, I don't know what book that is. Wrong channel. Sorry.
Yeah, I think you were watching something else. Strange Girl by Remender. This will be library.
I love this book, even with all of its flaws. I still love this book.
Turtles, Mirage Years, OHC. Golden Age Wonder Woman, Volume 6. X-Force Toy Soldiers, that's the
Tony
end.
S. Daniel art. I love Tony S. Daniel.
Okay, just a sec, Mr. Tex. I don't know. These guys will have to tell me.
Sure.
But how have I not sold you on her? Mr. Tex, you've been following me for like 5 years. How have I not sold you on her yet? I can assure you it's like the top stories they have of her. I'm sure Mad Love must be in it.
Mad Love is in there. You've got her first appearance in Batman Adventures. You've got you've got every single issue of hers from like 93 up till 2001. That's all thrown in here. So you have all of her classic stories. You have all of her shoo-ins with Detective Comics and with if she's appearing in a Superman issue. And then you have the Carl Kessel and Terry Dodson first 8 issues also thrown in there as well. So you are getting a good amount of Harley Quinn. Some of my favorite stories with her too. So everything of that is in there, and I think you're gonna love it.
Well, okay, Dom did the sales job. Nicely done. The Carl Kessel, Terry Dodson run is really, really good. It still needs a third OHC to finish it out, and I know that the third one it only has a few issues of Kessel, and then somebody else takes over that I can't remember the name, but they could combine it all and make a third OHC for that Kessel run. That Kessel run's really good. It's really good. Absolute Transmet, Volume 3. This is the last week of February 25th.
Blue Spider-Man,
the action figure.
Big Spider-Man.
World's Finest. Of course, I'm getting this so you guys can get your omnibus. You're welcome. Flash Grant Morrison and Mark Miller. Thank you for being here, Remy. Good to see you. Hack Slash Volume 5. Hellblazer Dead in America.
That looks cool.
Justice League Born Again. Life Drawing. Power Girl. Wait, I'll come back to that just a sec. Also, seriously, thank you for doing these streams. These past few days have been overwhelming to say the least, and just coming here and talking comics and ice cream is just what I needed to get my mind off of things.
No, thank you. Thank you to you too. We appreciate it.
Means a lot to all of us that you show up, Remy. Thank you so much. Is
that Power Girl?
I don't think Power Girl shows up until the Palmiotti run, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's 10 years before Power Girl shows up, and actually longer. Power Girl shows up well into the series of the Palmiotti Connor series, but it's also some of the funniest stuff. I love Power Girl in that that they decided to bring her in. It's very funny.
Brian's
You-
comment makes me laugh.
This one?
Yeah. How quickly did
Oh, the
Carl
Kessel
Kessel make the
Run, right.
Kessel Run?
X 12.2 parsecs or whatever it was. I love this channel's vibe of peace and love. I need to catch more of these streams. Please do, Michael. Please do. We're glad to have you. Shining, for you Shining movie lovers that need it badly, Trigun.
Super mega fans.
Yeah, Trigun Maximum. And sleeper book of February. I'm calling it now. I want to get this immediately, read it, and review it.
That really does look cool.
What's that?
That really does look cool. I
Yeah.
usually don't really care about these Disney books, but
Yeah, this is European, so it's going to be a little different. Wow. Hey, Hondo, you guys are doing a marathon. I can't wait to watch replay. Again, I love this as I tend to get the Sunday blues a little, and this is a great way to get my mind off of things as well. This is nice. We're getting a lot of compliments on being able to help people a little bit with their mental health, and I totally get it. Without saying what's happening, I am with you. I understand how difficult life can be, and I'm glad we're able to give you a little reprieve from life itself. I just ordered Supergirl DC Finest from IST yesterday. Nice. Thanks, Jess and Mickey. That art, I think I'm sold. Yeah. Good, Pity Mom. Nice.
it does. It looks really because did you dive into it again on Edelweiss? Show them the art on the live stream?
No, I could. I think I still have it open.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I
Okay, wait. Is that the first? Yeah. Okay, wait. I'll show you the art here. Sorry. I have the art right here. Okay. Lieberman wrote the Harley. Yeah. And he can be included in the Kessel oversized hardcover. Okay. Here, I'll show you the Mickey art and why we all love it so much already. Edelweiss. Edelweiss. Okay. Can you see that? Oh, wait. I'll blow it up a little.
Ish.
How about that?
Oh, this
That
looks
looks
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a European comic that has finally been translated.
I just like the whole vibe of this.
Yeah, right?
It's like being at Disneyland. I'm like in a ride.
This one makes me just think of like Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like these two are like, ooh.
There's that. They're all
I think it turns into like steampunk after this.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Mickey okay.
Mickey.
Goofy. Mickey, are you awake?
Gosh.
I'll let the mothers know. Don't move, little buddy. Hang on. Something's happened to Mickey. Now, the music is apparently playing a big part in this.
It kind of does have Fantasia vibes.
Yeah.
Like Brian said, yeah, I agree with you.
Okay. I'm just, I don't see the comments. I'm just scrolling
Just
through.
taking it in.
Yeah. And there it is.
Beautiful art.
Yeah.
Good stuff. How much is this book?
$25. It's only 64 pages.
25
That's it?
bucks?
Oh, I thought it was like one of the. Okay.
It's like a giant sized comic book inside a hardcover because it's 12.6 by 9.6, so it's a big one.
It is so pretty.
Nice. I'm so glad, Pity Ma, that we were able to help you with that. I'm excited for. That's the book I'm most excited for.
So there's another one that I'm wondering if it looks like it's the same people.
Oh yeah?
So I'm like, hold on a second.
Is it
I'm gonna
okay?
try to look it up. No. Never mind. I was trying to see. I was like, I wonder if there's any. No, never mind. There's other stuff for the same price, but I don't think it's the same kind of stuff.
Okay.
What?
Are you looking for?
Oh, I see. Yeah, I saw another thing for the same price, but this is a totally different thing. It's like
Oh.
a comic strip.
Oh, okay. Well, I think everybody's very interested in that Mickey book.
For sure.
So peace and love. Thank you all for watching. Those of you who watched and didn't chat, thank you for watching. Those of you who watched and chatted, thank you for watching and chatting. We appreciate it. Appreciate anybody that watches this afterwards. Where are you two guys from again?
We are indeed from
comicreleases.com.
comicreleases.com.
comicreleases.com for all your future and present collected edition dates, prices, format. That's where you need to go. comicreleases.com. Everything's in my description box down below. Yes, somehow I am able to make bit.ly links for things, so I'm not a complete idiot, just partially idiot. So I can make bit.ly links. Yeah, okay, fine. So their links are right down below. These guys are great. They do a lot of great for the community, and they have a Patreon and a great Discord. So please go to comicreleases.com. And actually, yes, there is one coming out in February or March that contains the latest 2 trades in oversized hardcover, Mr. Tex. That I'm very excited for it. It contains the latest 2 trades. I believe it's
Volume 8 in March.
Volume 8 in March. Yeah, and
then Volume 6, which is the oversized hardcover, coming out in April.
Okay, Volume 8 trade. Okay.
Oh,
volume
yes,
6,
yes, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That goofed me up too. Volume 6, the OHC is in April, Mr. Tex.
Yes.
Yeah, that goofed me up too. Seeing Volume 8, I'm like, wait a sec. It's fun. I love these streams. Good. Peace and love. Thank you, Michael, for being here. I have some videos coming up. I just let's see. The last video I did, I think, was my favorite books of 2024, but I have a couple coming out this week. What's on my to be read pile, and what was the other topic? Oh, my reading goals for 2025. And it's going to be interactive because I want everybody to put in the comments what your reading goals are. I got to do that before Very Fine Condition steals that idea. So I got to do it right away.
Well, I mean, I'm here, so.
Damn, you're my mole. Shoot. Thank you, Pity Ma, for being here. Good, Mr. Tex. And I will use... please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Hit the notification bell. All that good stuff. And we appreciate all of you. Peace and love. Peace and love. And I will use my theme song to play us out. Peace and love. Thank you. And thank you to you guys for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.